Oh, you there. Spain, if somebody change it back into bombs. Shit's in big, isn't it? Oh, you there. Shit, what's going on, motherfuckers? Got some shit download some shit down.
Hey, Tony. You having problems getting into Blockcast's Hangout? Just says there's a connect server error and it just keeps re-looping and reloading and reloading.
Is that right? I'm trying to find you, Mark. Where the fuck are you? Right, hang on. No, just let me. Honestly, I'm going. I've got screens and all sorts going on. Where the fuck? Right, there. It's all right, mate. I've got you.
I saw that you keep popping in and popping out, and so was Batification trying to pop in and pop out. Oh, now we've got Teacup going yo-yo bopalot. Mute the fool. What the fuck?
Who's he muting?
He's talking about. Nah, Batification's in there, isn't it? It's got a picture of you in there too.
Yeah, no, I can't get in. I've unblocked him. I want to get in, but I can't get you. I can't get a picture of you. I don't know what the fuck's going on, man.
Oh, I was on the other computer that doesn't have a camera or a mic, so that's why I was typing.
No, I'm not even. I'm not, Mark. I'm not even on a Hangout page. I've got shit in front of me, yeah. Right. But I can't see it. No, do you know when you jib off? So, there. I'm on the wrong page.
Wrong tab, mate. So tabs.
You see what happens when.
Think of it this way, mate. Tony, simple things confuse geniuses, and that must have been simple because you're a genius.
No, I'm going to tell you. Yeah. When someone gives you that for free,
can't complain, can you?
No, but when you don't smoke it fucking fucking bubble. That's why I want to go in there. I just want to laugh. I'm just going to laugh. I'm just going to do the old. Honestly, I should be horizontal, Mark. Be like that. Just fucking lay like that, you know what I mean?
Honestly. Just 2.5 hours of solid housework, so I'm calling it quits. My house is tidy now. The vacuum's done, the laundry's done, the washing's done, the dishes are done, the kids are fed. Woman's up.
And summer's on its way.
Summer's here, mate. As far as I'm concerned, got that beautiful sunshine behind me.
Yeah. Oh, what does it get there, man? What does it get there?
Oh, on its worst day, you might get a high 20s.
See, when I mean, in like the height of summer, and on a worst day, listen,
on the hottest day in summer the hottest in New Zealand's been around 35-40 degrees centigrade, where the train tracks were actually starting to warp out and a train derailed down north of Christchurch. That's the hottest time I think.
What's like, like an average summer for you? What's it sort of panning out?
Mid-20s, early to
mid-20s. Bit like England then.
Yeah, we're around the same sort of 5-degree
bit more,
aren't we?
Yeah, bit more predictable. Hang on. Teacup says, this back with you in a sec, mate.
Yeah, go for it.
Teacup says, Banamo!
God, he's given better shit already. Fuck, I wish I could jump in. Well, we can still type to this prick.
I can't. Let me try and join this call.
Yeah, try it, man. I'll jump into
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
try it.
yeah. I'll try.
Zen Room will still be going. You can always come back to it.
Yeah, cool. Could invite him back to yours.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, as weird as that might sound, but you know, it's not. No, it's not even coming up with it. I might have to. Oh, hang on, it's come up. Hang on, let's just see. But I've been getting that same server thing, mate. Where you gone?
Hey, Cole.
Right, Mark, how you doing?
Hey, Cole. Yeah, good. Just over on Bopcast's one, but it's just stopped going live. And Bop, who do you call Bada Bing, doesn't like being on hangouts that aren't live, so he dropped out. So I think we're all going to jump into this Zen Room here. Bopalots' laptop's just shit itself, which was his server.
Alright.
It was just sheer luck, I suppose, that you were in here at the same time. I will just go and give them all another signal to tell them to come over here, eh? See if that works. Oh, I have to jump down to the other server. Fuck it. Fuck. If I go there. What have you been up to anyway, Cole? Good?
Yeah, I've been fine, just pottering about as you do.
Yes, you do. Good. I saw a couple of your clips the other day. The one where they were all trying to get you to come down and give you the warning about filming the meter guy. Well, that was
Bopalots' laptop's just shit itself, which was his server.
Yeah. Right. So if I go to, I'm pretty sure I shared the link in this yeah, didn't I? Fuck. This is all confusing. It's hard when the computers are at different ends of the house. Yeah, that's the
What's been going on, Matt? Row's been still going on?
Oh yeah, Tony's having a bit of fun with Bada Bing there, and we were trying to get Teacup in as well. Tony's been given a nice little baggie, so to speak, of some yummy stuff he was showing me, and I thought, mate, and he said he's had a bit, which is why he's just out for laughs tonight. He's not out for arguments. So he's jumping and he's being a crack up, Tony is, eh? He's in fine form. He's not angry. He's just really happy and good.
Up for it.
It's good to see Tony when he's happy. Yeah, I'll just try and get him over here. Oh, okay, Zen Room Live. Invited you there. Okay. So if I click on that one and say, hey, you fuckwits, come over to this. That might work.
Good news. I hope he's gone as well.
Who's that?
Dinner's just come in. Tony just come in. Now they've gone.
Oh.
Oh, Dinner's has just come back.
Oh, g'day. Hey, Five.
How goes it, boys and girls? Boys and girls.
Very good indeed.
Yeah, it's Bopalot in the house. Yeah.
What's happening?
Bopalot.
Oh, 5 dinners.
Wake up.
Hey.
What's happening?
Welcome. This one's live, so if Bada Bing wants to jump in, he can. He can eat.
Yeah, great. We'll get him in here, man.
Oh, can you send him an invite? Or fuck, do I have to? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking it.
Well, listen, I'm just going to make a cup of tea. I'll be back in 5 minutes, not even.
Yeah, make a brew. Make one for me.
Here we go. I'm just gonna go and send it. I'm just gonna jump to the other server and send an invite over to Bopalot. I mean to Bada Bing.
Zen, yeah, so no shouting.
No.
No screaming, no shouting. Yeah.
Do not swear. Whatever you do, you are broadcasting.
Don't say fuck or bugger.
Don't go calling anyone a cunt. Whatever you do, that could be a very bad thing.
Just that bad guy, man. He's a right sitting here.
Can't hear you, bro. I'm going to have to turn you up a touch. Sorry, mate. I missed that.
Bada bing.
Bada bing. Bada bing, bada boom. Forget about it.
Forget about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a fugazi, you know.
Cut him off in the pants, eh? Swell. Yo, cheers for that, Tony, anyway.
A friend of yours or a friend of ours? Tony's in, or is in and out like Fiddler's Elbow.
Yeah, he just invited me to this. When they all left the other chat, and he was only one to stay behind and share a link.
Yeah. So what, they all gone over to Linda's thing then?
No, but we're on that. We're on Botscast, and then can you hear me all right?
Yeah, sweet as. Yeah.
What's your name, mate?
Five Dinners, better known as Rob.
Rob, yeah. I get lost with 5 Dinners. No, we're in Bots, and then it's, I don't know. It's because it's not going live. I'm guessing a lot of people need it to be live. As soon as it stops going live, it's like we're jumping on the next one. It's live.
It don't go on a lot of people's feeds, does it? You know. With a reminder on it, it didn't work. Didn't work at all.
Right.
Where's my fucking tea?
I don't know if you get in. Yeah.
I've been waiting.
Tony.
You're in, Tony. You're in.
What the fuck?
People are excited.
Yeah. Hello? Hello?
No,
Hello?
You're in, Tony.
You've got like a really deep voice. It's erotic.
Just not, if you can hear me, nod your heads. I'll drop out and fucking come back in, you bunch of wankers, man. I fucking hate computers, mate. I'm telling
What's the matter with him, man?
Oh, you couldn't fucking write.
Victor!
Hello.
How you doing? No, I'm just looking at the chat. Victor?
That's me.
Oh no, you put question mark. I've seen Victor and question mark about 3 times then.
Yeah, no,
I
I got lost in translation.
I like how you can just sit on your sofa and talk and I can hear you.
Cool. Full house today. How many of you guys are having problems where you join in and it just says there's a server error, and then it just continually loops and rejoins until it fucking works? How many of you guys are having that issue? Or is it just fucking...
Yeah, I had that problem when I jumped on. Mind you, I've got all kinds of other problems, but I don't like them.
Got on your laptop? I'll bring it here, man. You got it?
Right, 5 Dinners.
Yeah.
Is it dinners or diners?
Dinners.
Rob,
Hey, listen, I see one of your videos before, yeah, and fucking you were saying about like cockneys and the difference between a cockney and an East End.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, like the cockneys were inbred, weren't they?
No, the cockneys were what the upper class establishment would refer to us East End traders as, where we go up with our market stalls and all the rest of it. Oh, look at the cockneys. And the cockney, it was their slur against us, against the East End.
I thought it was just they were jealous that your cock swung down to your knees.
It actually means malformed egg. That's the meaning of the word cockney.
Oh, what's it, mate?
It's like a backdoor inside.
Swings down to your knees.
It's not within ear distance of is it Big Ben or something? If you're in ear distance of Big Ben.
Yeah, that's the Bow Bells it is.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I've heard
that's
that.
What, apparently, and if you're born within hearing distance, that's what makes you a cockney.
It's all sound the same to me, guys.
What was it you were saying though, 5 Dinners, about like what you were saying, like you're not you shouldn't be called a cockney.
You shouldn't really call yourself a cockney. Well, I mean, we call ourselves cockneys, I suppose. You could call yourself a cockney, but basically, it's a slur against us. Cockney, the meaning of the word Cockney is malformed egg.
Malformed egg.
You're an egg.
Yeah, that's the meaning of the word. Their slur against the East End market traders and the people who used to go up there and fucking make their fucking lunch for them, the cunts. You know what I mean?
That's like the blacks. Blacks have took the words nigger and made it mean something to them. Do you know what I mean? I think that's what happens once you get called something long enough. You then turn it around and it becomes your own.
Yeah. Well, as a result, we got
rhyming
slang, so we could talk to each other about the posh cunts and have a right good laugh at their expense, and they had no fucking idea what we were talking about, mate. So
you have a different breed.
We got the last laugh there anyway.
I live in Cheltenham. It's just full of posh people, and I shit you not, they have a different breed. I always just think like going back to the birds, because I'm a bit of a perv, and that the birds have just never had. I just can't think of them guys, them type of guys. It's like giving it a proper hard one.
We're giving a bird one, like.
Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? Savage,
yeah,
like.
No, I've always thought that though. You see, like in the film Kevin and Perry, where his mum and dad mate Kevin. You say that Kevin and Perry go large.
The one time, the only one time.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that about posh people, man.
I would just think they're not given what a bird just needs. You know what I mean? That's savagery. I know it's wrong. Because like the rich people are the biggest pervs going, man.
They are the worst.
You know, they're the people who, when we ever all do missionary positions, they're the cunts that are fucking finding all sorts of fucking.
Listen, mate. Yeah, fucking through a hole in the sheet, and the women are bald, all right. So they need to sort themselves out. There's nothing normal about that kind of behaviour.
Yeah. Yeah, I could just hear like 3 grinders going.
No, it's because he's not using lube. Not using lube, it'll sound like it's roughage.
Alright, safe, bro. Make sure you close that bedroom door. Yeah, safe, man.
Have you heard about my new diet?
Nah, which one?
Yeah, that one.
Poor old Tony's having a hard time getting it.
Crispy in bed diet.
Hey, speaking of diets,
I've only been on it a day.
No, I'll tell you now, yeah, a diet is something that I've done.
It looks some paste in there as well.
Yo, Bob, man, I'll get you a diet if you want, mate, and you'll lose. I lost 4 stone in what, 2 months? No, 3 months, say 3 months. It took me to lose 4 stone. More than 4 in a month, I lost.
Well, what diet was it? I ain't even fat, man.
No, I'm not laughing because you're not fat. I'm just laughing because you just said it. That's all. I'm not saying you're fat.
Because you're so fat, you don't know it.
No, but I've added you on my personal profile. You'll see me. There's Fat Lee, and then there's Skinny Lee. I've gone back to Skinny Lee. Do you know what I mean? I went to my diet. Yeah. On a serious note, my diet. What I did was I fasted for 23 hours a day, and when I did eat, all I ate was that protein-rich diet. I didn't eat no carbs whatsoever. And I swear to God, mate, the weight just dropped off me. Look, if I was to show you, I was size 38 in jeans. I'm a size 32, 34 now. And
well,
no
say that again. What you done? Say that again. What you done? With the carbs and that.
Basically, yeah. I starved myself, yeah, but not. But I mixed 2 diets. So there's a fasting diet. I found this fasting diet, and then I found this no carbs diet and that. So what I've done is I thought, I'm gangster. I'll do both. So 23 hours a day, I didn't eat, and then the 1 hour that I did eat, I fucking feasted out on steak, eggs, cheese, everything you can think of, just no carbs whatsoever. Everything I like, man. I'm not, and I took multi supplements and stuff like that. So and it dropped off me, dropped off me. I didn't lift the weight, I didn't go running, I didn't do fuck all, man. I lost 3 months. I lost 4 stone. I was like 17.5 stone. I was a size 38 jeans, man. Huge.
What?
That's what I am now, man.
It dropped off me, honestly, man. Do it and you'll see. Do it for a month and you'll lose. The first month is when you lose most, yeah? And then after that, it's just it's hard work, man. But it's fucking if you're a meat eater like me, it's easy. It's easier if you're a vegan. I don't know how you could do it if you're a vegan about that.
I tried that low carb diet myself, and lost about 1.5 stone and put it straight back on again.
I drink every night. You know what I mean? I drink pretty much every night, me man. So at the minute I go to the gym and that, and I kind of in my head, even though I know it doesn't, I've got like a motor gym in the spare bedroom. In my head, it's like I'll do an hour here, but when I start working out how many calories I burn off in the gym and how many calories I consume through the day, there's an excess. So I know that I'm not actually gaining. I need to just stop drinking, basically.
No, don't do that.
You'll dehydrate.
Well, actually,
it's an easy diet, that though. I'm telling you, man. Try it.
Well, I can only say, I mean, I get you. Fortunately, well, I say fortunately because I come from the other end of the scale where I'm just like a skinny guy. And I used to get skinny.
You've got high metabolism, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So you get, it's like, you know, you've got to fit this like fucking the narrowest of like bands, haven't you? Otherwise, you either get a little bit of shit or a lot of shit, or you really get some.
You get people that just never get fat, no matter what they eat, never exercise, do whatever the fuck they want, they'll never gain weight. And then you get, it's just metabolism, I think.
Yeah.
If you've got a good metabolism, you're you know, health-wise, you're probably not the best healthy if you're not taking care of yourself, which I don't. But you won't gain the weight.
Pharmaceutical experiment from the fucking age of 14 to fucking 27, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I was just saying.
Well, you did.
Pardon?
You did, Tone.
Yeah, I was fully fledged, mate.
What did they do to you?
What?
What, you done an experiment from the age of 14?
No. If there was anything new came out on, I just ate him, man. I was the guinea pig.
Man. I was from 14. I had like a thing called drug and psychosis when I was about 19 years of age, and I used to smoke. You know, bongs. Yeah, you obviously don't know. Weed smokers. Yeah, I used to bang bongs. This is before skunking. That skunk was like a pleasure you got from some.
You're from my era, mate. You're from my era where we was smoking.
Yeah. I smoking bong mixes, resin mixes.
Dope out with bits of plastic in it and everything. You know what I mean?
You got some skunk off like a hippie that you met somewhere. You know what I mean? It was always like resin.
This lot, right? Honestly, you know, this lot like smoke some solids. Anyone, right? Anyone, if anyone walk to the dam, right? Walk to Amsterdam, smoke the solids. Don't undo the solids.
Keeping it. You got Amsterdam, you smoke keep.
I'm fucking telling you, you've seen fuck all like a fucking a resin just bubble in your hands, man. Oil.
Pure amber, innit?
Yeah.
Pure amber.
Fuck 'em, man.
Yeah, I smoked that, yeah, and I was on a mad fucking taking pills and shit like that, and done all crazy shit and that. And I had this weird moment where I thought I was dying. I got a cab. I only had the money to get to the hospital. But I'm like, I'm dying, so I'll use this money to get to the hospital, middle of fucking nowhere, miles away from home, get there, and I'm like in the waiting room, waiting for that, and then it's gone. And what I found out afterwards, it was a panic attack, yeah, or anxiety attack or whatever.
Whitey, mate.
No, it wasn't a whitey, man.
Whitey.
No, I'm talking about.
Can I ask some people here, right? Because it's people of my age and my era, right? And it's a bit of a morbid question, yeah. And it's actually very morbid, and it might make you think. You know, when you were growing up and we were doing it, because most people. How many people? How many? I mean, I saw people die, you know, but not through what I was doing, through stuff they were doing.
I've seen a lot of people die, man. Too many people.
You know, from like 14, I watched people doing stuff.
From gear.
Yeah, and it killed them.
Yeah, man, I fucking grew up around that shit. I moved away, I live in Cheltenham, and I've got a completely different life, but I grew up around that bullshit.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say to you, because it puts a reality in your head. You know what I mean?
death is always there. Like, man, honestly, man, I've had so many mates.
Heroin
I
is
go to a
bad.
funeral
Coke
once
is
or twice a year.
I
For
can't
me.
count. I honestly can't count. Well,
Yeah, coffin bear is it's probably bullshit. But
man.
I don't take
I'm just saying, you know, as you go through life, this is what I was saying. It's a bit of a morbid question, but it makes you think about the people that you've lost, people you knew.
I think a lot of that comes from the social as well, like where you are socially.
That's what I'm trying to say. A lot of it is a social thing.
Yeah, I grew up in.
When my mum will ring me from the South Island just to tell me when someone's either been born or dead. It's a good reason to give me a call.
It is a construct to fucking.
Yeah, just thought I'd give you a call, let you know another one of your mates just killed himself or died or.
Yeah, the suicide is a massive one I've come across.
There's a big.
I've had a lot of people I've known that you would always think. Breaking up a little bit, Rob.
You know, when the old ecstasy, there's going to be a big. There was a big fallout of my generation. People taking pills, and they've ended up with mental nicks.
What age are you, Rob?
Yeah, I know, but have you seen it?
Not brain, and
right.
It does. It just releases it all. Sends you loopy.
Right.
What age are you, Rob?
I used to drop pills back then, right, and it used to cost you what, £10?
£2.
When you wanted a pill, it was 15 quid, mate, or a tenner.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. That was before my time.
That was for one pill. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, yeah. That's the end. Aren't you?
No, but you can get them for £50.
Hey, James.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, James.
20 of them before you get the tenner's worth.
Where are you from, Tony?
That's the difference. That's the difference in them. I did 25. I did 12 on a Friday. Yeah. I had 12.
Yeah.
We were on a Friday. Yeah. I was fucking mullet. I had another 12 on a Saturday. I had a gig. I was playing in the band. I had a gig. I was playing the drums, right? And I turned up and I went, look at the fucking day here. Went, yeah, it's alright, isn't it? And I played out my skin. I could have done that back in the day.
Where are you from, Tony?
I'm not the fucking one, you know what I mean? But I've done 24 pills and banged out a fucking set with the band at the end of it. So,
where are you from, Tony?
Manchester,
Manchester. So you at the end, is that when you were going?
Yeah.
I'm from Blackpool, so like.
What's that place?
Zo.
On Saturday night.
The Palace.
How old are you?
28.
Well, you've.
Yes, a spring chicken, mate.
I'm 40 for 6 in February.
Yeah, but see, living in a seaside resort like Blackpool.
21 cash. 24 years ago, actually. 24 years ago, it was all going out to Max. That was 93. 93 was Max's. We used to go to a place called
Wigan.
Yeah, we used to go to Banshee and we used to go to Rockwell.
Wigan Pier.
No, that was well, no, it wasn't actually. That's a bit later for me.
Maxim's I know they had a we've been to Wigan Pier when they had Maxim's there.
There's a gaff right in. We used to go there every Saturday night.
You're talking about the days of illegal raves. Is that what you're on about? You get a phone call, you park your car up, and you get.
No, it was pretty much illegal to start with, but it was when it kind of started allowing the all-night raves. You know what I mean? It was loads you could go to in Manchester. 4 or 5. Fucking best days of my life, mate.
You know what? I always say that, like, best days of my life have been fucked up.
Like that and go and do it all over again. It was fucking.
I lived in Blackpool, yeah, shit you not, it's the best town to grow up in. But I wouldn't want to raise my kids there, do you know what I mean? But when I was growing up, I had the best fucking time ever, man. Parties every weekend, getting fucked up. It was crazy. In see with Blackpool, you've got a ready income because of the arcades. We used to gamble and play machines. And you've got all your mates. You've got like 10 or 15 mates. Between them all, somebody gets enough dough to get 10 pills and get a smoke. Do you know what I mean? So without a doubt, every night you're getting a smoke and getting fucked up. That's when, like I say, when I was 19, I had that fucking weird moment where I ended up being in hospital and that. And since then, I can't even smoke a spliff me without getting like a mad fucking power on. As much as I fucking.
Yeah. I mean, I totally get that. Because it makes me like that.
You're breaking up a little bit, it's just me.
There's lots of bad shit out there, and there's lots of unscrupulous characters willing to put any shit inside a pill, you know?
Yeah,
shit
but that's when it started
That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say. I was the he's got to give him a go.
But now it's MDMA, innit? See, when I was popping pills and that, there wasn't no MDMA was something you got in the country.
Is it costing me? I know. Never look a gift horse in the mouth. Is it costing me nothing? Nope. There you go then. Crack on. That's what I was like then. I was just fucking.
Kids this day have got no chance of taking straight MDMA, smoking super skunk that's the fucking strongest of the strong. Do you know what I mean? So that people turn around and say that this weed's not going to affect you. If you were 14 years of age smoking weed, and it's not like weed when I was growing up. I was doing resin, man. Do you know what I mean? You're smoking fucking skunk that's super strong. You're still fucked, man. Your brain development and all that shit, man. That's why I always say, kids, man, shouldn't smoke weed. I don't want to be one of these guys that, you know, weed's all bad now. I think weed's one of the greatest fucking herbs on the earth, but kids shouldn't smoke weed, man. Too strong. You've got these fucking hybrids.
I don't advocate cannabis use, but I don't equally I don't dismiss it, and I think it's a very dangerous thing to start demonising cannabis for the problems that a few people do have. They might blame it on cannabis.
I'm just gonna say that it doesn't matter what your thoughts are, right? When you're that age, you're gonna be. I don't. Anyone in this room can go, nah, bollocks. You are gonna do what you at that age.
You can only do your best. Is that I can only talk for my own kids and that. I would never want my. From a young age, when they get to 18, yeah, go Amsterdam, do your own thing. But you know, from me anyway, I was smoking. I was giving up. The first thing I ever smoked was. You ever heard of a lung? A fucking bag. Bag full of fucking. Yeah, a fucking lung. I was like 9 years of age. That's the first thing I've ever given to smoke. I never smoked a cigarette, and like, yeah, smoke this, and you know, and I just to me, it's like that.
Nemo, we was talking about. We used to smoke when you had a lung. We smoked straws on the riverbank. We were fucking minging, man. 9 years of age or whatever. That's how sick we were. We fucking.
My cousins are a lot older and smoking weed and that. And it's like, hey, there he is. Hey, come here, come over here. Hey, get stoned. They're only having a laugh, and it was all fun and games at the time and that. But you know, when you think back, you're thinking of fucking that. It's a child you're giving.
My first interaction with cannabis was at the age of 40. Yeah, just 40.
You're breaking up again. Is it just me? Is it?
I don't know. Is it me?
Is it me or Tony?
We're alright.
You're alright now, yeah.
We're
alright, lads.
My first interaction with cannabis was 14, yeah. And Anthony, a black lad that was on a, you know, coloured lad on our stage, sound guy, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just wanted to this. I was like, I didn't even know what I went, what is he? He went, I haven't heard about it. So I went, come on, man. Red Seal Black, what now?
I don't know.
I still remember the walk home to this day. I remember the walk home to this day, honestly. Like, it was the first time I'd ever had Red Seal or Red Seal Black on a hot
Yo,
night.
is that me or is that Tony? Sorry, Tony, interruption, man. I don't know if it's me. If it's me, I'll just cut out for a sec. Can anybody else hear Tony properly?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now.
I've got.
That was the
Tony,
anonymous.
Tony's making up a little bit for me.
I floated home, man. I floated home. And to be honest with you, I suppose it is the sculpting that's the issue. It's not like that we want to be here. I can't say we weren't any worse, because I think we used to just try to give something to get stones. If you're going to be brutally honest, it's just that they get us moved. I can't think, you know, it's nature, it's human nature, man. You know, someone says do something, they're going to do it. And the louder you
The law is an ass. The law is an arse.
But the louder someone shouts, don't do it, you go, right, why are you saying don't do it? I'm doing that why you're saying don't do it. Because actually I don't think there's anything wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? It's about people.
I think it's a glamour factor. The kids get into it. They get hooked at the bad people. You know, we're cool. We take drugs. You know, and then you get the peer group pressure and all the rest of it. I think if you legalise it, and sold it in shops, then you'd stop all that peer group pressure, and you'd also take the ammunition out of the fucking hands of the fucking criminals who sell the stuff. Vastly inflated prices, you know, and the only reason it's so expensive is because it's illegal. They put prohibition on alcohol, that didn't work. But yet they want to prohibit every other fucking substance on earth, you know?
Well, it's that thing. The misnomer is like that people. It's dodgy, isn't it? No, he's always got. He's always a bit of a buzz, wasn't it? When I get a weed, he's always a bit of a buzz. You know what I mean? Because that's what it was about. We used to go to my side, you know what I mean?
You keep cutting out, Tone. It's really annoying.
I'm underwater, mate.
I am in the goldfish bowl.
I thought that was just me. My headphones, I'm here fucking about my headphones and not thinking it was just me.
No.
No. Never just you. That's kind of selfish. We're all having the problem, for fuck's sake.
Hey, what about this? What about ISIS? When you're seeing all this, these videos on Facebook and all that with ISIS and all these killings and that, and then when you realise that the other side's doing the exact same thing, do you know what I mean? So all we're seeing is the agenda-based media that we have got this. ISIS is doing this, ISIS is doing that, but the Kurds and the people who are fighting ISIS are doing the exact same fucking thing. But we don't see none of that bullshit.
I just spent about 5 hours last night going through that old 1976 Network movie, cutting out all the shit, and just leaving in the bits that seem relevant. I'm going to post that up later. I've cut it an hour and a half movie down to about 30 minutes. But yeah, mate, there's some freaky. They mention a guy named Snowden. They mention terrorists. They mention taking over planes. They mention, you know, 747s. They mention, oh, this is in 1976.
Yeah.
They mention all these things, mate.
Yeah, with that, but you've got to see, people always bring this predictive terrorism, but because the United States have predicted every form of terrorism that can be conceived. If you can think of a terrorism act, United States have prepared for it. Do you know what I mean? That's the reality. Is like you can sit there and say about a fucking badger walking through Parliament with a bomb on it. There's somebody who's thought of that already, working there, and they've got a plan for that fucking shit. Do you know what I mean? They fucking pre-planned all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, yeah. It's not. It's.
Hey, protocol. It's supposed to
have some of my green liquid that's been coloured to look black.
Do any of you listen to Noam Chomsky or or Norman Finkelstein?
Kids.
Fuck all, mate. Calm down.
Does anybody listen to Noam Chomsky or Norman Finkelstein or like these kind of
I've listened to a lot of Noam Chomsky. He's a clever guy.
Can't say yeah.
Well,
Have you watched Manufacturing Consent?
Yeah, I saw that.
Have you seen that, Bob? Yeah, that is fucking eye-opening. I don't know if it was for you. What it was for me was like, whoa, man, this is what. That was the one that made me realise that everything is bullshit. We all know everything's bullshit, but that's the one for me that puts it into context brilliantly. It was amazing. If nobody's seen it, yeah, but spend the 2.5 hours watching that. It might seem boring, yeah, but the guy does that deliberately because he has like he's trying to give himself off as a non-biased view. So he tries to speak as monotone. It's a deliberate action. Monotone. He has no views on this. He's just giving you facts. So that's the reason it is like that. If you ever get a chance to, Manufacturing Consent. I keep saying it to people, but the sooner you keep watching that, the sooner that you see it from a different angle.
Yeah,
completely.
as the documentary goes on, the truths keep coming out of right.
Fuck me, yeah.
And then by the end of it, you just completely, your brain is completely blown by the strength and power of hypocrisy. Yeah, it was a good one. I'll recommend that as well.
Honestly, if you can get the time, if you get 2.5 hours, if you're gonna watch something, watch that fucking thing. There's another one called Counterintelligence. And it will just show you, right, what they've got to realise is, see, everything that goes on in this world, America has a part to play in. Right? So, the counterintelligence one is about Harold Wilson, there's loads, man, I won't go into it, but there's fucking loads and loads of bullshit that you need to, I think everybody on this planet should fucking watch them, because as soon as you watch that, your viewpoint is changed. My viewpoint, I used to think the Rothschilds and I used to think all this shit, man. I was like, yeah, I think about all these banking elites, these Rothschilds and all that shit. But it's not, do you know what it is? It's a bunch of fucking people gaining it's profit. That's all it is. There's no super elite sat there with their fingers in pie. It's just a profit-based. If you've not watched it, just honestly, guys, just have a look at it. Manufacturing Consent is the one. And
but it does blame it on the corporations rather than picking on individuals. You know?
It's all about the corporations, but it gives you the reality. It doesn't make it about like Rothschilds and Rockefellers. It's basically they're all out for themselves at the end of the day. They're not the Rothschilds and Rockefellers aren't sat there like, hey, today. They might do it tomorrow. But the next day they'll be planning against each other, and the day after that they'll be planning against each other.
Well, I need my view to sleep at work. I know. I need to so don't bottle it again.
On international news, it was all sex scandal, boards, children with incurable diseases, and lost puppies.
Last night, I was awake from a fitful sleep shortly after 2 o'clock in the morning. By a shrill, sibilant Facebook voice. I want you to tell the people the truth. Not an easy thing to do because the people don't want to know the truth. And I said, you're kidding. The voice said to me, don't worry about the truth. I will put the words in your mouth. We're not talking about eternal truth or absolute truth or ultimate truth. We're talking about impermanent, transient human truth. I don't expect you people to be capable of truth, but God damn it, at least you're capable of truth. And I said, why me? I said, because you're on temperature, dummy. Heck, I'm not asking you to walk the land in sackcloth and ashes. You're on TV, man. Why? Thought about it for a moment. And then I said, Okay. I don't have to tell you things are bad. Everybody knows things are bad. It's a depression. Everybody's out of work or scared of losing their job. The dollar buys a nickel's worth. Banks are going bust. Shopkeepers keep a gun under the counter. We know the air is unfit to breathe. Unfit. We know things are bad, worse than bad. They're crazy. It's like everything everywhere is going crazy, so we don't go out anymore. We sit in the house, and slowly the world we're living in is getting smaller, and all we say is, please, at least leave us alone in our living room. I'm not going to leave you alone. I want you to get mad. I don't know what to do about the inflation and the Russians. All I know is what to get mad.
Hi. I'm Diana Christina, racist lackey of the imperialist ruling circle. Maureen Hobbs, a badass commie nigger. Sounds like the basis of a firm friendship. What kind of show did you have in mind? I'm interested in doing a weekly dramatic series based on the Ecumenical Liberation Army. I want a lot more film, like the bank ripoff the Ecumenical sent in, each week.
Listen to this.
With an authentic act of political
video.
in the actual moment.
Commonly known as Mark, right? Have you read? Have you watched any? Have you seen Manufacturing Consent?
Oh, with Noam Chomsky, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that? Yeah, I was going to say that's a great example of what. Yeah.
That's what I mean. I've seen all that shit. I go through these old movies and I cut out and just leave what's left. And fuck, mate, it blows your mind what they're actually putting in these things 38 years ago.
Yeah, I'll get the video. I'm going to add you now then.
Yeah, well, I'm going to throw the. I'm halfway through editing it at the moment, so I'll be uploading that one later today.
I've watched you anyway, but I watched you decorate your loft.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get cooked. That's what I'm going to
honestly, guys, I've just shared a couple of links there. That Manufacturing Consent, yeah.
Yeah.
If you can watch anything, I'd say watch that one because it is an act. And then look at Noam Chomsky because I'm sure a lot of you have already heard. I'm not trying to say you've not, but if you ever get the chance to fucking watch that guy, man, he'll tell you it as straight as you can be told. And if he's not sure, he'll tell you, he'll say, I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm pretty sure. But if not, check this out, and he'll give you like where he'll tell you where he gets all the information from. He'll tell you where to get it because what he does is like the American, they'll have like every 30 years they have to release. Well, and she's saying you don't want to read all these fucking massive amounts of literature about what's going on in American foreign policy. He does it because he's willing to go out. He's classed as the most influential intellectual of our time. Not only that, he's the most quoted. A lot of people don't even realise the quotes that come from this guy that you hear every day. He's the most quoted next to the Dalai Lama, Jesus Christ, and Karl Marx. Do you know what I mean? That'll say enough for the guy himself. If you get the chance, fucking
have you seen the one with him having the interview where he cuts the interviewer down? He just everything the interviewer says, he just completely says no. Well, actually, you're wrong, and then he gives you an example, and then the interviewer goes, but, and he's going, nah, you're wrong. This is an example. This is an example, and the interviewer's just fucking. He loses about 3 inches in height in the chair over the interviewer.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant because what you've got to realise is geopolitics isn't his professional career. He's actually a linguistics, right? And not only is he a linguistics expert, cognitive linguistics, but he's the pioneer of it. Like computer science, he's the pioneer. Linguistics, he's the pioneer. He's the guy that in that profession is the best. Politics is just his side thing. But he is invited to university after university after university. The guy has spoke about 1,000 times in every university you can think of. This guy has spoken. In America, he can't get 5 minutes on the fucking news. He's the most influential intellect of the past fucking, well, you know, forever long. And he can't get 5 minutes in American media. And this goes, he's American, and all he speaks about is American foreign policy. And that's the main reason.
He lectures at American University, isn't he?
Yeah, he's at MIT. Yeah, the only university would take him is MIT, and he says that himself. If you ever get the interviews, he's so open about his life and everything. He was a Zionist. He was born into Zionism, but he'll tell you this. He was born into Zionism when Zionism was against the Jewish state in Israel, Palestine. That's when he was in Zionism. It was against the Israel state. That's when he was in it. Do you know what I mean? As a youngster, he was in young Zionism as a 13, 14-year-old. He'll tell you straight. If you ever get the chance, watch all of it. I don't want to keep going on because I feel like I've had a drink and I don't want to be a pest. But honestly, man, check it out, man. Noam Chomsky, check it out. Obviously, he's a cool guy.
Yeah, very cool.
Normal Finkelstein's another one. So, yeah, right, go on then. Somebody else speak, man.
3, 4. 4 people drink beer. A recipe for disaster.
Really? Really?
Hey, Coca-Cola is sponsored by Israel.
Fucking hell, yeah. Mark, just check out the videos last night.
It's the Koch brothers.
Alright, you've got to get away from the cocaine. Boycott any Israeli products.
Coca-Cola, man. Mark, I was checking out some of your videos yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, man, deadly.
You like them?
I dedicated about an hour to you.
Oh, thank you.
Interesting stuff.
Which ones? The ones with the camera?
The one where you fucking chase the old Bill down the road.
The light in the car is what I like.
Sorry,
did you see
which one?
Where you chase the cop down the fucking road after you issued him with a fucking invoice.
Fucking asshole, mate. You shouldn't have fucking run away from me.
How does that work? How does that work if you give someone a bill? Because I could do it giving a few fucking invoices out. How does that work?
Well, he gave me an order, so I'm just giving him an invoice for it. That's what invoice means.
Do people pay for these things?
Well, I don't expect them to pay, but what I've done is I've sent him the invoice for, $225. I think I billed him for a couple of $50 ones and 125 seconds at $1 a second. So I sent him $225 invoice, and I sent that first off by registered post. They've signed receipt of it. What they do with it after then, I don't give a fuck. I mean, if you don't want to pay a bill and you get sent an invoice, do you throw it in the bin? Most do. So what do I care what he does with it once I've given it to him? All I can do is I can prove that it was sent. That's what I want to do. So next month after that, I'm just going to send him, well, in fact, I'm going to write it up probably later today or tomorrow. I'll just send him a 30-day overdue invoice. 30 days overdue, then 60 days overdue, then final demand. Then I'll take him to small claims court because I can prove with that videotape that he gave me an order. It's that simple. That's what the whole, is that a request or an order, is all about. Because only a man can give another man an order.
Yeah, it's good.
So, I don't care if he pays. Because I'll just take him to small claims court and I'll set the rule there. Because I know that in small claims or big claims, or it's Queen's Bench division, so to speak, I'll get what I want out of him. Last time I went to small claims, I won.
Yeah. Is it okay to share this link?
Sorry?
Whose link is this? Whose hangout is this?
Oh, this is my other. Well, I've got another. The one with me holding the law book in the.
No. This hangout now that I'm in. Whose is it?
The Zen Room.
Yeah.
Is mine.
It's
Mark Mann. If you look along the pictures there next to James, you've probably got me sitting there muted with a law book.
No, I'm just trying to, so I can ask to share it. Is that all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just have two computers running. One's doing the hosting, and then there's me here on my account that I use. So, yeah.
No, just so I can share it.
Like, Better was trying to get in. I think Better's having that looping.
Mark, I shared it as the Marco Mann thing.
Yeah, Marco Mann's my secondary account. That one doesn't have a 15-minute limit. But I put most of my shit on the commonly known as account because it's got like 400 odd subscribers. Because I'm slowly building that one back up. I think there's like 9 subscribers on the other one. Not that I give a fuck.
I was confused because I saw 16 subscribers and then I went and looked and it was 400. I thought, what the fucking hell's going on there?
Because commonly known as Mark of the House of Keen is my main account, and Mark of Man is my secondary account that I use to run the server on.
You want to hear something fucked up? I've got a video up there, Noam Chomsky's video. Fucking video, everybody should watch. Right, I've got 101 views, or whatever, it might be different now. I've got a video of me farting on my bird, and it's got 50,000 views. Now, how fucked up is that? Me farting on my bird, or some guy telling you how things are in life, and you've got it. I mean, that's why I keep saying, like, people, like, you come on to Box a lot, and we're talking about...
3 words. 3 words. Ignorance is bliss. People don't want to fucking know. They'd rather watch some chick get their tits out than listen to something that's going to be helpful. Or, you know, it's that simple.
I have to.
Another way, Mark. If you look at it another way, people are so down that they want a little bit of joy in their lives and they want to actually laugh at something, and that's the old...
we all want that. That doesn't detract from the fucking little fucking hamster wheel that you're on. You know what I mean? Yeah, you look like, you know. Yeah, we all want entertaining. Yeah, because that'd be wonderful if we could just be entertained into doing.
That is the idea.
As long as we keep entertaining you, as long as we keep entertaining you.
Manufacturing
No, you know, you're just buying into the bile, man.
Tony,
you know, I don't need to. I know what it's about. You know what I mean?
No. You need to.
I will watch it. I will watch it. But pretty much get it. Yeah. You buy into this little, like that little carrot on the stick, innit?
Yeah. No, but a lot he talks about is because he deals a lot with intellectual.
And you know, to be honest with you, if you've got nothing, you can lose nothing, and how can you be more happy than that?
I've got kids, man. That's the only thing I always think about.
No. But look, if you've got nothing, if you've got nothing, and this is just just think about what I'm saying. I'm not saying this is the best scenario, yeah. What I'm saying is, if you've got nothing, you can lose nothing. How can that happiness that you have be any different from anything else? Because
I tell you, I don't know if any of you guys, but when you get onto, I don't know where you guys are at, but when you start to realise the geopolitical shit that's going on in the world, you're not worried about. I don't know if you've got kids or anything like that. Do you not worry about your kids? Do you know what I mean? Is that not? I just think of the future, man. I'm just sat there like I'll be at night time, yeah. I'll be sat there. Luckily enough, I've got a short concentration span, so it doesn't last too long. But at times, I'll be sat there and I'll be like, my lad's got to fucking go. You know what I mean? My lads have got this to come, and this to come, and this to come. And you can predict things because if you start watching people like Noam Chomsky, and the guy's been predicting shit for fucking years, when he starts telling you what the future has, if you go off his past predictions, and it's exactly what's happened, then his future predictions. But the truth is, we already know it anyway. Do you know what I mean? That's the thing. Once you start getting into this truth movement, I hate to use that because I always think of these truthers as misguided. Like it's just I think a lot of it is attracted to crazy people, innit? You know, like people that are a little bit wacky. Hey, fucking aliens. That's the people that are willing to listen to the truth. That's the only people that seem to be willing to listen to it. You find yourself like arguing with debate with people, and then.
I mean, I've always said if one person takes something from something, then it's To be honest with you, listen. I mean, I think what I think, yeah, and I do what I do. I like YouTube. I like talking to people on YouTube. But to be honest with you, I just don't let things affect my life really.
It's not directly affecting your life at the moment. I mean, that's the best way to be.
Well, there's plenty of things affecting my life at the moment, but I've come to realise, right, with what is affecting my life is it ain't worth fucking worrying about. So crack on. I understand that they can't really do anything unless I let them do something.
You get the point that it's not personal, don't you, Tony? You know it's not emotionally personal to you. It's just shit that happens.
Yeah.
But that's what Stalin said.
And to be honest with you, if you actually sort of kind of like live, I mean, I live kind of in the constraints, yeah. Because it's easy. It's easy for me because I've got to service a fucking mortgage, yeah. But it doesn't mean that I can't fucking say what I think and say what I feel and say what I see, yeah. But you know, I have a mortgage to service. I have to fucking work. I have a massive ethic about work. I think most people should at least go and work. You know, whether it be whatever. You know what I mean? Whether you're selling weed, I consider if you're selling weed work.
No, do you think a person claiming benefits is a wrong person? Is a wronging?
Well, no, but it's like, do you know what made me think? And it's from a selfish perspective, right? It's because of the way I got treated. It's a selfish perspective, yeah. I'm thinking of it from me on a selfish perspective. I'm thinking, why would anybody want to put themselves through that? What I went through, and I'd worked, yeah, for fucking I don't know how long, and I signed on. I couldn't get any dole, yeah, and it was just to pay my stamps. And the way I was treated, just to get my stamp paid, was beyond.
I have arguments about
any comparison that I've ever met. And I went twice. Well, I went once, and I went the second time, and I said, "Nah, mate, I don't want your benefit. I will go out and I will try and find a fucking job, man." And I went and got a job.
Yeah.
I really don't want anything off them, man. I don't want anything. Nothing.
I have arguments. I join groups just to argue the fact because it's fucking propaganda. We've got a socialist economy based on welfare state. We've got a whole industry paid to provide people with jobs.
I totally agree with you.
Do you know what's happening is people are starting to think, and it's happening now more than ever, more this benefit street and all that. People you know, Tony, yeah? I'm sure you do know people on benefits, right? You might have family members on it, because I know I do.
I do. Listen, I'm off the council estate.
Yeah. Right, exactly. You're the same, similar to me, yeah? I come from a council estate. I've got family members on benefits that can't read nor fucking write, alright? They can't fucking do it. You've got these people that are unemployable. I've got family members that are unemployable. You try and employ a cunt like that, fair play to you. Do you know what I mean? Right? It's a social thing. And then what you've got is you've got these TV programs and you've got this fucking propaganda, this media. What's happening is yo, I can hear you, Bob. Is the guy next door? He's starting to pick on the guy. You know what I mean? They're all picking on the guy next door. You got to your way.
See, listen, Nemo.
These people that can't read and write, do they have the ability to learn to be able to read and write?
Does it matter?
Are you for real, Adam? With that statement, are you
I tell you now,
for actually real? Just saying what you just said.
Right, I'll introduce you to people, yeah?
No, hang on, because I'd like him just to explain himself on what he's just actually said. Do you believe what you've just said is real?
I've just asked a question. I just posed a question.
Have the ability to learn?
I've just posed a question. Right, I've just listened to someone say these people can't read and write, they can't get a job, they're unemployable. But what I've just asked was, do these people that cannot read and write have the ability to learn how to read and write?
No, Badder. These people
read and write. Is that the education system not let them down?
Yo, I'm just asking a question. Do these people have the ability to learn how to read and write?
Yo, Bada, let me ask you this one question, right? Do you not know a person that's not unemployable? Now, if you say you don't, then you're a fucking liar. And I know you are because I know people.
So what are you answering for me? What are you answering for me?
Well,
you asked me a question, and I the one supposed.
Do you know people that are unemployable?
Right. Do you think being employable is a good thing?
Don't ask me a question from a question. I'm asking you a simple question. You like to ask questions.
All right, but listen. Let's just say I know people who are unemployable, right? Yeah. That's only ever a good thing. There's nothing bad about that.
Right. Look, listen. But the point I was trying to make is, I know cunts that are unemployable, right? And it's not. Right. I know you're going to say they can go and learn and all that shit, right? But you try and put a cunt like that in college, right? And if you come from the same place I am, then you're not going to get...
All right, fair enough. But have you ever heard the saying, if you're not following your own dreams, right there, someone else will employ you?
Oh, I don't care about your sayings. I'm talking about reality here, mate.
All right, but there's more than you.
I know lads.
I'm talking about reality. There's more than you, aren't you?
Years of age, all right?
Right, yeah.
All right, they've not
if you don't follow your own dreams,
when they come out of jail, they go back to jail.
If you don't follow your own dreams, yeah. If you don't follow your own dreams, someone else will employ you to fulfill theirs.
Right. Block this guy because he does it all the time. He gets off the point. You go on a tangent. I can't be arsed with you.
No, you got
come on, man, because that's what it's about. That's what it's about. Come on, man.
It's about mutual engagement, not just about what you want to or don't want to listen to.
No, because you're just a dick, mate. You are just a dick. There's no two ways about that.
Because
you think, guys, come on.
Listen, I'm a dick because you think being employed is a good thing.
I've never said that. I'm not talking about it.
Yeah. Whilst you know, people that don't follow their own dreams will end up getting employed by and fulfilling someone else. Simple as that.
That's nothing to do with what I was saying, you dickhead. This is what I mean. You go off on some other weird fucking shit. The point I was making is, do you know somebody who's not employable? Alright? I know from my personal experience, I know plenty of people that's not employable. I don't know.
What's your point?
These people are, the point, let me finish, these people are discriminated against. Not just them, but they've got these TV shows out now showing that benefit street for people. But the truth be told, I know fucking countless people on benefit, alright? You guys might have a different fucking social structure from my life. I know countless people on fucking benefits, right? And they're not bad people. That's the point. That's the fucking point. There's no difference between.
You've made no point. Listen, if you can't read and write, listen, if you can't read and write, and there's a job there that, like, you know, involves you being needing the ability to read and write, you're not going to get it. There you go. If you can't do brain surgery and there's an opening up for a brain surgeon, you're not going to get it. I mean, like, it's simple mathematics. Is everyone that can't do brain surgery discriminated against because they're not a brain surgeon? No, they're just not limited in that scope or field. If you can't read and write, listen, I haven't finished. If you can't read and write, and those are like the funniest.
You're saying the one thing about reading, right? Let me just go across the people here, right? I know people who are unemployable. Victor, do you know people who are unemployable? Do you know what I mean? So, right, do you, Tony, know people are unemployable that you just know you can't fucking give a job to?
Listen, I grew up in Birmingham. No matter what, I worked.
Why are you trying to reinforce a negative there? But before I even finish what I'm going to say, you're trying to reinforce.
Yeah, listen, right, yeah. I grew up with some people, right, yeah, that didn't know how to read and write either. They still got a job on the roofing. They still know how to carry ladders.
It's nothing to do.
They still know how to carry ladders. Anyone can pick up a mop and bucket and wash some windows. Right, yeah? You can go knocking on people's doors for a $5 to do their windows. Right, yeah?
No,
you don't need to be, nobody needs to be employed by someone.
Come to Blackpool, yeah? You go meet some of the lads that I know, right? we'll see if they're off a fucking floor without getting. Without
oh yeah, so they've got a bit of pride. Oh, so now you're talking about pride and dignity. Now you're talking about pride and dignity.
No.
Now you're talking about pride and dignity. Quiet. Now you're talking about pride and dignity.
I know most people in here know unemployable people, right?
So what?
I've got an uncle that you never employ the cunt's an arsehole. Absolute arsehole.
Nemo, you've got that point.
Nemo, I think what I'm saying is, I don't think everybody in the planet is employable at some stage in the evolution of the brain. Whether they're consciously able to do something or not, they're always able to do something.
Anyone can put in a graph.
Hang on. Do you know what I'm gonna do? Yeah, I'm gonna bring an unemployable person on. Yeah, right, hang on a sec.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Right. Listen, I knew a couple of lads in it that used to just jump into PC world skips and everything and build computers and all that. And when they couldn't sell a computer that they built up out of skips that people were chucking away, right? Yeah. The one managed to build from a skip, innit, a petrol lawnmower. He put a little ghetto blaster on it and everything to play music, and it was a wheeled one, innit, and he went walking the streets, knocking doors to do their gardens, like, yeah, for $5 or $10 a time, right, yeah. But he was probably, as you class, unemployable. But you know what? A bit of creativity, a bit of this, bit of that. He got his smoke, he got his pizza, he got his little creature comforts on the weekend. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, because of what he found in skip.
Yo, Bada, I would never say anybody with entrepreneurial fucking skills to be unemployable. I'm saying.
You on about? No, according to the mainframe, the statistics, the way the system's built, he was pretty much. This chap was pretty much unemployable.
I never spoke about no mainframe, whatever the fuck you're on about. I'm saying I know.
But you're talking about unemployable, so that's coming from a standard of being able to be employed.
I'm talking about people I know, dickhead. Alright?
Yeah, matrix.
Right, listen, you're talking about unemployable, which comes from a fucking foundation.
I don't want to know no legal terms. Like, listen, lad, I know dickheads that you can't employ, and I'm pretty sure if you ask enough people here, you'll have enough people turn around and tell me that they don't know. There's unemployable people, but they earn dough, alright? So you try and turn around and tell me.
All you know is lazy, docile, stupid people that can't be asked to, be creative. That's all you know. And it's rubbing off on you, Nemo. Do you know what? That laziness and uncreativeness is rubbing off on you. You know, I'm a pretty good pool player. I'm a pretty good pool player, snooker player. But if I start playing same shit player over and over again,
that's why I've got a fat house, yeah. That's why I've got a fat house, yeah.
My game drops. Not me, my game drops.
That's why I've got a fat house, yeah. That's why I wear all that pumps, yeah.
So you got a TV, you have to put £1 in just to keep it running. That means you got a fat house.
I've got a 4-bed house,
mate. Behave, little man. You ain't got nothing worth bragging.
I've got more than the fucking. I'll take you around my house if you want. Oh,
yeah, show me all your material stuff to tell me how bad man you are. Go on.
No, you're just saying that I've got nothing. I'm saying that I have got stuff. All right.
No, I'm saying the people you know that you say are unemployable are lazy and uncreative. Simple as that.
But they're still employable, but.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I haven't met a lad in Brum, innit, that can't do a bit of graft if it gets put on his toes. When the shit hits the van and he backs up against the wall, or hers, right, yeah, and they have to do a bit of graft.
You're from Birmingham.
Swallow a bit of pride. They, do you know what? They'll pick up wheelbarrows, they'll move bricks, they'll just pick up bags of cement, one pallet to the fucking neck. They will graft. They will graft for 50. They will graft for 50 quid a day.
I tell you now, heads won't pick up wheelbarrows. Dickhead, man. You try to tell me something, I know
if you've got people that can be, if your friends are picky and they won't do this and they won't do that, then they're not in that much hardship. It doesn't even matter
about friends. I'm saying, we all know dickheads who will not fucking unemployable, right? If you turn around and tell me that you've got everybody's employable, right? I will show you 10 people. What's your Facebook account? Do you know what? I'll tag them, every single one of them, innit? Yo, what's your Facebook account?
Well, all you're going to do is point out how lazy they are and uncreative.
Well, look at the pictures. Look at the pictures, and then you tell me how lazy you are. Yeah. I'll show you like I've got dough and never worked a day in my life.
Listen, being employed is not something to aspire to. Being employable is not something to aspire to.
I never said that. I'm saying we all know people who are unemployable.
And what's your point? If we all know people that are unemployable...
Do you know what, dickhead? I don't even know the point I was making because you're a prick and you make it about something else. I was saying...
It's my fault you can't get to the point.
There's no point. I made a comment. That we all know people unemployable, right? That's the point I made.
And everybody, listen, everybody gets wet when they jump in a swimming pool. Yeah! Let's all fucking state the fucking obvious just for the head of it with no point whatsoever.
Are you alive, Five? Because you haven't moved for a while, man.
It's just a fucking conversation. We're talking, man. What the fuck is up here?
It's a docile conversation.
Five, are you alive, mate?
If it's docile, why the fuck are you here? Why don't you just go and speak to people who are more intellectually your caliber? Why are you here?
Listen, I got invited here.
You're welcome.
I got invited. I got invited and sent.
Is everybody else?
Listen, I got invited and sent a link in one of my groups. Yo, it's Vic here. Anyway, it's Vic here.
Hello, how are you, brother?
Yes, Vic. So that's you waving, sat on your leather. Nice.
That's me, mate.
Nice to meet you finally. Put a face to the script.
Shame we got the
snapping your face, Victor. So put your fucking image.
Hey, Badder.
Yo, Victor. Honestly, get rid of your picture because he'll snap your picture and make a meme out of it.
Hey, Badder, you added me to your circles the other day, and I added you back. Can I see you, mate?
Don't you know where my group is? Don't you know where my group is? Right, yeah,
Put yourself on camera, mate. Put yourself on camera, mate.
Will he? But he won't put himself on camera.
Put yourself on camera, bro.
Do you know what he does? Is he'll record the parts of this conversation that benefits him. You're an arsehole, mate. You're an arsehole. You're the worst type of person.
I'm not going to call you that, but, you know, put yourself on camera, bro. Let me see him speaking to you.
I bet he won't look as good as me on camera.
Hey!
Hey, there's plenty of videos of me on YouTube and on Facebook. I don't...
No, come on camera, bro.
You know what? I'm not even
I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, brother. But we're all happy to put us mugshots out there, bro.
He might be naked. I don't want to see that.
Yeah. What part of? There's plenty of videos of me on my fucking.
Do you know what he was going to say?
Do you know what you got to do? Rob,
hey,
what you have to do?
Badder.
I'm happy just to speak to him. I don't want to see him anyway.
There could be videos of anyone, mate. I'm on here now, mate. Let's see what you're talking to now, Badder. What you talk to now is me. I just talk to her like a black and red wheel.
No. If you want to see him, Dom's got a great video of him like bitching. Running off. I don't feel me. I've seen that one, Badder, with his fucking long hair. I saw a picture of her. The cunt.
The thing is, unless you're prepared to actually show somebody who you are, it's dead easy to sit behind some kind of picture and pontificate.
You know, the worst thing is he'll probably make a meme of somebody.
You know,
meme. He'll probably make a meme and then he'll share it on his little group.
Conversation.
Personally, I couldn't give a fuck how it goes. You know what I mean? It's no biggie to me. I couldn't give a fuck. Whatever. You know, it usually goes downhill for me mainly. So I really don't give a fuck.
Hey, but Teacup's was about, isn't it? Teacup's watching this now.
Yeah.
Teacup's always there, isn't he? Even when he's not there, he's there. Teacup's there now. He's like, yo, we want to see Badder on camera. Teacup wants to see him on camera.
Well,
Bob, Rob, 5 times. Rob, get rid of Badder because it just doesn't. The conversation never ends up well, man. I'm not saying that because you. I'm saying that because you're a dick. I'm not saying that because of what you're saying. What you're saying is
yeah, but this is
what you're saying could be the most relevant fucking thing going, but because you're a dick, it doesn't matter.
And opinions vary, Nemo. I mean, he's entitled to his opinion just as much as you are.
Just go, man.
This isn't bopalots. For starters, this isn't bopalots hangout, so hush your mouth.
I never asked bopalot, asked Rob. All right.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, everybody's welcome to their opinion, and if there's controversy between two, so be it.
It's not about being. It's just a dickhead. It's not controversial.
Basically, I'll translate that for you into retard because you might be able to understand retard, right? Yeah. If you don't like it, fuck off. That's basically what Mark said.
I see teacups in there as well. Yeah. Oh well, I mean, guys, if you're, it's just a simple matter of learning to respect each other when they're talking and shutting the fuck up and letting people speak, isn't it? You know.
That's what you mean.
Bit of etiquette.
Not to put things so bluntly. I mean, I can sugarcoat it for if you like. Come on, guys, be good. But you know, I can just put a guy and say, you know.
It's just the shouting, man. I don't like the shouting. I've got headphones in, so it's just the fucking shouting.
I get that. For me to jump onto the server, I have to go to the other end of the house. So I'm not going to go on that. But Badder,
do me. Just don't shout, man. Just speak. Just talk normally.
Let me know if I'm shouting.
That's the only thing that gets me is the fucking shouting.
I feel like I have to shout when people are speaking over me.
Because you don't give anybody else a fucking chance. You don't want to hear a lecture.
Yeah, 2 minutes ago, you asked me a question and started answering for me. What you on about giving people a chance? You think people won't be able to rewind this and see that you asked me a question and then started answering for me? You're only mugging yourself, huh?
Can I interject here, lads, and just say?
No, let me just answer that.
No, hang on. Just before you answer, yeah. Can we not be so antagonistic, yeah? There's no need, really, is there? Is there, to be antagonistic to each other? Because all it does is...
You can do what you want. Tony, you can do what you want. Just don't try telling me what to do. Simple. As long as I've made that point.
Partner, you wipe your arse how you wipe your arse, mate. I ain't going to wipe your arse fucking for you, bruv. Simple.
It's just like
well, no, go fuck yourself. No, go fuck yourself. You do what you do. I do what I do. I don't tread on your toes. Don't tread on my toes. Now go fuck yourself. Don't you dare pontificate because you can't tell me, brother. You can't tell me shit, mate.
Well, please, don't even try telling me.
Please tell me what. Please, the font of all knowledge, because I don't even know what you do. But what I do is just deal in debt, mate. So I don't pontificate to know anything other than debt. So crack on. That's what
this is what I'm on about, right? The conversation just goes stagnant. It just goes like this when Badder's on the fucking conversation. Badder, just sort out your conversational skills, right?
I'm not responsible for your jealousy or Tony's jealousy.
No, because you're a dick, mate. Because you're a dick, the conversation just goes stagnant.
You're the only one. You're the only one here. You're the only one here being abusive, fella.
Oh yeah, because I called you a dick. But you know, all that bullshit don't mean nothing to me. If you're a dick, you're a dick, mate. Alright? You're a dick. I'm not on that legal shit.
Yeah, but you're the only one here that's being abusive. Calm down. Calm down. You're not a big one.
You're a dick, mate. Alright? You're in this day, you're a dick.
Nemo, we've got the point that you think is a dick.
Is that all you want to talk about? Sorry, yeah.
We've got the point. He's a male. He has one. It's no surprise to any of us. You know,
He wants to stop riding.
we all hold on to our own while we're given one.
Hey, this little lost Nemo wants to stop riding. My dear.
see, do you know, like, Five does hangouts, right? And we talk on them hangouts, and we try and learn stuff off each other. But on these hangouts, you just bicker about.
Right, yeah, I have a serious question.
Seriously weird, man. Seriously weird. I'm telling you, it's weird.
Let's have a serious question.
What's your question, Bob?
I just want to know, like, everyone's saying, like, all on it's only on fucking Facebook, like,
You've had a shave, haven't you?
About, like, oh yeah, tomorrow, tomorrow.
Emo
like,
thinks it's sexy, but.
Yeah, I've not denied that. Bob's got a look about him I like.
What the fuck, man?
Carry on with your question, Bob.
Yeah, like, so everyone's saying from tomorrow we're fucked and that, and then because we're signing into the EU, but everyone's forgetting that we signed into the EU on the 1st of January '73.
Absolutely.
But can I ask you a serious question to that?
Maybe.
Tomorrow. You as an individual signing anything?
No. This is what I'm saying to them. They're all saying, oh, this means that from tomorrow, you know what I mean, all the laws fucked and all that. And I'm saying to them, what, you think that all of the case law is just gonna, it's just gone, like, you think, and they're saying, if something happens in Spain and it gets the green light over in Spain, then it'll affect us here. And I'm saying to them, that's fucking absolute bollocks, like, you know what I mean?
Listen, the geezer on Radio 4.
They don't realise English law. They don't realise, Buffer, English law supersedes all international law.
But it doesn't stop everyone.
What law?
Joining
English law.
Making a difference.
English law supersedes all international laws on English proclaimed soil and shore.
Yeah, maybe you're right. It's all based on that shit.
Better. What are you sourcing that from, like?
English rule of law.
Yeah, be more specific.
Well, yeah, the flag law is a precedent. Right, yeah, you know England has a flag.
Yeah.
Right, it also has a realm and body of laws, all incorporated. And whilst that flag, until the day, well, hang on, have the English been conquered? Have the English been conquered today or tomorrow? Have you noticed yourself getting invaded and all the women in your house being raped and pillaged and whatnot? Have the English been conquered all of a sudden? I don't think so. Is the English flag still reigning? We still have an English football team.
See, this is the thing. You're saying about being invaded by
them. So don't worry about it. English law is still.
Convention. Teacup's explaining it.
He's saying convention rights. Not English law. Okay, but what's the convention of? Convention of what? Different nations? And is Britain or England one of those fucking people in the convention? They had to exist first.
The convention rights,
you're all talking over it.
Sorry.
You're all talking over each other, man.
The convention rights, they're like they're originated from the human rights, and then they've got conventions put onto them, and they where it's section 6 of the Human Rights Act. That's where it says any public authority acts in a way incompatible with a convention right is unlawful. Section 6 of the Human Rights Act. And then so based on that, the conventions take precedence over acts of Parliament.
Yeah, but what you're forgetting is right, yeah, Parliament. Well, you go and look up when the Prime Minister swear an oath in Parliament, on YouTube, yeah. Like there's an hour recording of every individual, right, yeah, swearing in that oath one by one. They swear allegiance to the Crown, to God Almighty, or affirmation, right, yeah, in accordance with law. Almost one of the last phrases uttered, in accordance with law. So help me God, or whatever, yeah. Now, in accordance with law is uttered in English. So it's presumed it's English rule of law. English rule of law governs Parliament. Parliament have, right, yeah.
Have you muted him? Someone muted him. It was just getting into the ramblings of everything we know.
Father, repeat yourself. Oh, he's gone.
He seems to think he's like fair. Yeah, we understand that he's we've all been railroaded into the bollocks, man. Oh dear.
I don't mind it, man. To be honest with you, when you start looking into it, and it ain't all that bad.
Well, yeah, but it's that's
risky. It's risky. You know what I mean? Of course it is, but
no. But I'd like to say, can I opt out?
No, can you? You tell me.
I'd like to just go. Well, actually, I can opt out because I have. But I'd just like to say, can I opt out? Do you give me permission? Because apparently I need permission to run away from my parents.
I think in this country it's very difficult to turn around and say you completely.
The nanny state says I haven't got the capability to look after myself.
That's not the issue, is it?
Well, that's what government is.
Well, government is there to basically you handle responsibility for something that you may not want to handle yourself. To them, that's the idea of it.
No, government is there as a nanny to look after you because you don't need to be thinking about anything. You don't worry about anything. We'll look after you in your old age if you get there. If we don't fucking wait into the grave before you fucking get there. But don't worry, we'll take your dough, man. You're not getting it.
That is what it's there for, isn't it?
Yeah, no, but if you was
yourself.
Right, okay. So if you was to run a business the way that they run a business, how long before you think you got your collar felt?
What do you mean?
You go straight down the Googler if you tried to run your own business the way the government does.
Yo, Bopalots, how much of that did you get?
Not a lot of it, Father.
Well, basically, yeah. I'll continue, innit? When ministers swear in their oath, swear allegiance to the crown, right? Yeah, in accordance with law, and when they enter the Houses of Parliament, right? Yeah, also almost the last words uttered is in accordance with law. So help me God or whatnot, depending on whether they swear to God Almighty or affirmation, right? Yeah. Now, because they've uttered it in English, it's presumed and assumed that it's English rule of law, right? Yeah. English rule of law governs Parliament, right? If Parliament make an agreement, right, it has to be in accordance with English rule of law. There's no way that derivative power can supersede the English rule of law that governs Parliament. So Parliament may make agreements, right, yeah, with Brussels and stuff like that, but it will never undermine the English rule of law upon English countries. Ever.
Because what you have to understand is English rule of law doesn't come out of fucking England. It comes out of the Crown Corporation, the square mile. Yeah, that's where all your law comes from. It's not even part of England. That's a lie.
Yeah.
That's a lie.
You're confusing the British Parliament.
Prove your claim.
What do you mean, prove my claim? You think all of English law...
You just told me I'm lying.
British law.
It's all legislature, not made in the City of London Corporation, the square mile.
No, it's made by English people all up and down the country.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh.
You're talking about the public law.
When?
You're off your ticks. You're talking about British law, UK law.
What the fuck are you talking about then? You're just talking
English
about law. Obviously, I've just took it generically. You know,
right,
you're not
right, listen up. Listen, Tony. Well, I'm going to have to break it down again. Right, yeah? English law governs Parliament. Parliament create British legislation, which are statutory obligations. Right, yeah?
Don't mean shit.
But that's all in accordance with English law. English law is the precedent. All common law systems throughout the world are legal precedents, right? Yeah. and the common law system of all England is, again, a legal precedent. Ratio descendi. Right, yeah, the point in the case that determines the judgment. And any Englishman upon English soil and shores, right, yeah, can administer English rule of law until the day England gets conquered by some other entity, right, yeah. But until then, English law is incorporated and governs Parliament. Parliament create legislation under a body of laws called the UK, the United Kingdom, aka British Empire, Britain, right? Yeah?
You're talking shit.
Confederation.
You missed the
Confederation.
That's the PLC.
The Confederation.
The PLC.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. It's a confederation, a union. It doesn't matter if it's PLC. It's a sister company. Britain is England's little sister, right? Yeah, and they do business in Britain, right? Yeah, but that's the way you got to look at it. It's no major conspiracy. It's very logical when once you've worked out all the dynamics of it. But British citizens,
listen, Baddy, you're talking shit.
British citizens and
you're talking shit.
Voters will have to adhere to British. Right, British voters, royal voters.
Listen,
I haven't finished speaking yet.
The laws are made by Parliament and judges.
Badder, I'm happy for you to have your view. No, I'm not. That's the first thing I've said. Badder, I'm happy for you to have your view and your opinion how you think things go on. Yeah, my view's completely different. But then again,
giving you
let's
just move on, man, because we're going to be
hearsay and conjecture, and to be honest with you, it's just my opinion.
I'm not giving you opinion, mate. I'm giving you facts of law.
Yo, let's just move on, man, because it is just going to be constantly bickering.
I'm not giving you opinions right now. I'm giving you facts of law. If you don't want to incorporate
it's not facts, though.
It's not facts, though, is it? Off your own fucking words, it's all hearsay.
Yeah. It's not even facts anyway. It's not even right. It's not even. It's not
that's your opinion. Your opinion is they're not facts. That's fine, but
no. But my opinion.
Off your own. Yo, Badder, off your own fucking words, it's all hearsay. Yeah.
Badder, who writes the law? Who writes the law?
Yeah, who writes the law? Don't ask me a question and interrupt me answering it.
Stop.
Right, yeah? The practical construction of a statute or constitution is one determined by general consent, right, yeah? And not the judicial system, right, yeah? Who writes the law? People do. Whilst when two people go into court over a dispute that's never been heard before, they create a precedent that goes into the English
law. Common law. So that's case law, common law.
Right. Anyone can go and create a precedent upon their own individual merits. And if you go and do it, for instance, in a Mr. title, an employee title of the state, that will fall under the British law and a British realm of jurisdiction, as opposed to the English one.
Bullshit.
Yo.
What do you mean bullshit? A Mr. title is given to you.
You completely
hold on then, let me explain. You've called it bullshit without backing it up. And I'm going to
you won't let me back it up.
You missed the title. You missed the title was given to you with your national insurance number around the age 15, 16. That's a title given to you by the state. If it had no real meaning, then what's the point of them giving it to you? It obviously has some significant fucking meaning. Now, if you walk into a Royal Court of Justice with a dispute with another individual, an administrator, let me finish. Let me finish.
Yeah, Will, just take it down, Badder. Take it down a notch, man.
Let me finish. Why you got to interrupt? Why have you got to interrupt, man? Why have you got to interrupt? If you go into a court of law, right, yeah, and administrate your case for dispute in a Mr. title, it will be under the British realm, the United Kingdom's realm of jurisdiction, because that was the title bestowed upon you, and that's the title you administered your case in. But, right, yeah, you have an inherited constitutional title within the realms of English law called master. And there are cases in law where, you know, that the title might not be there, but the whole name will be there. It will just be a name versus so-and-so, right, yeah, rather a Mr. so-and-so versus Mr. so-and-so or whatnot, right, yeah, so there are different levels of case law for different realms of jurisdiction.
Badder, what precedents would you use to set a precedent?
If you're a British voter or citizen or anything like that, you fall under the realms of the United Kingdom and the jurisdiction thereof, a British flag, right? Yeah. Whereas English people know how to distinguish between the two and administer their law, coherently and in accord with English law.
would distinguish
English
between
law is very tough.
English law in English law.
English law is very tough. English law is very tough to get to grips with because a lot of people confuse British law with English law. When British law was created and legislated.
All right, listen then, Baddo. What precedents would you use to set a precedent?
What you many, like all written words, all words in it are statutes.
No. What precedents would you use to set a precedent?
Right, listen. When I look through the laws and the statutes and the case law, right, yeah. Or if I had an individual dispute, I'll go toward a book, right, yeah, with my individual boggle, and I'll reference all the relevant law in accordance with my individual case to see what I can use, like any other tool. If I'm a plumber and I've got a certain job on, I need a certain wrench for that certain pipe. I'm not just going to pick any fucking wrench out of my fucking bag. I'll know which one I'm going to look for. The law is similar. If you've got an individual dispute, right, yeah, you go and reference all the law that you think is suitable for your case and pick out the tools that you need, whether it be an individual word or a construction of words that make a sentence or maxims of law or something like that, and you work out a way to incorporate it into your individual case and administer it coherently. That's so when you say what precedent would I use, when you ask me what precedent I use, every single word that comes out of my mouth in a court of law is a precedent. So there's many aspects of precedent.
So when does it become hearsay?
It doesn't matter if it's hearsay or not. In a court of law, right, yeah, when there's an agreement of the words and they're not contested and all the ambiguity is removed, that creates the law of contracts, engages to contract. Everyone's in agreement with the words there and then, it gets given a function of power for that given moment. It doesn't have to be the absolute truth of everything. It gets given a function of power in order for things to run concurrently, civilized, and, amicably.
So
Ben, are you reading this as well, mate?
Everything me say could be a lie then. But as long as we're in court,
what is absolute truth? Are you claiming to know what the absolute truth is? All there is a control over the falsehoods in life. No one knows the absolute truth, really, do they? So what's the point in claiming it? Like,
it's all hearsay.
You just know, right? Or you can listen. Let me answer. Yeah, don't interrupt me when you ask me something. All there can ever be, right? Yeah, and all you can ever be is honest to the best of your ability. To claim absolute truth is a lie in itself. So there's only ever going to be control over the falsehoods, and if everyone can use words that our ancestors have stood and used themselves, thus considered to be right, just, and true in their engagements and contracts with each other, right? Yeah, then they get given a function of power. Are they the absolute truth of everything? No. But they're not making claim to be either. They're just giving a function of power to deal with the immediate circumstance.
Is that an opinion or is that hearsay?
Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's hearsay. You'll find out for yourself one way or another.
Fucking gone. Gone now. Fucking gone mad now.
I mean, like I've explained this in one of my videos on YouTube, isn't it? I mean, on my Facebook, like, yeah, we all know what a cut is, but when you break it down on its atomic structure, there's a bunch of atoms all vibrating together. But we all call it a cup. It's a drinking vessel. It contains beverages, right? Yeah. It's a drinking vessel. I could call it, look, I've got a drinking vessel here with some coffee in it. But rather than say that, I could just say, listen, lads, I've got a cup of coffee here, and you'll all agree with the word cup, won't you? You'll know what I'm talking about. So that we've all engaged, there's been no contesting, and we're all in agreement this is a cup. Is it really a cup? You know, on its molecular structure, it's a whole bunch of fucking things. But we're all in agreement right now, ain't we? But it's a cup. That's pretty much how the law works in a court of law. There's an agreement between the minds. When there's an agreement, when there's an agreement between the minds, right there, it gets given a function of power, right? Yeah. If none of you agree, none of you knew what a cup.
My glass eyes next to me have gone to sleep, mate.
Yo, Fada, yeah, let's just move on from this topic because it just kills the conversation because it's flowing. See, before
you're the only one saying that.
One more question on this matter.
Oi, little fish Nemo, you're the only one saying that. How about you just shut your mouth and let other people try and get a word in?
What is that about? Can I just ask? What was that about?
Just let somebody else talk and
really? Other than to get another response, is this what we're just playing? Is that what you're trying to do? Just play table?
Listen,
so nobody talks about anything other than hear you speak. Is that what it's about? Everybody see, So actually, no, you should talk about that.
You're talking over each other for. Well, you're talking over each other for like fucking cards. None of you know how to shut your mouth for 1 minute. Bopalot tried to bring some fucking law into the conversation, and all you two little drips want to do is moan about it. Yeah? You don't care about any of the fucking high levels of law.
Any conversation. Any conversation that's going on, if it's law or not, you kill it, mate. You're a fucking... Do you know what you are? You're a Buzz Killington. You just kill shit. That's what you do. You just don't fucking let anybody else speak. You might be right. You probably are right. But let people fucking speak.
What are you on about? When someone's explaining something.
You're a Buzz Killington.
Explaining something. If you can't listen for 2 or 3 fucking minutes, there's something wrong with you. There's something fucking wrong with you. If you can't listen to someone for 2 or 3 minutes, there's something wrong with you. You need to go and get medical or fucking assistance, mate. Yeah? You're a little bit fucking loopy. 2 or 3 minutes. 2 or 3 minutes to allow someone to finish their little fucking paragraph is not asking the world, is it? And if you're incapable of that, you shouldn't really be
tell you what, I will bite the fucking face off.
You shouldn't be
Does anybody know who
you
this
don't
guy
want to
is? You live near me, yeah? You don't want to address.
Listen, little fish, little fish Nemo, you don't want to address any of the points I've made to do with high degrees of constitutional law. You just want to moan about me.
I don't give a fuck about it because you killed the conversation, mate. We're talking freely before you come into the room. Everybody's talking, alright? We've not got an agenda in here. People are talking.
Yeah, but sometimes, right, do you hear everybody else moaning? Do you hear everybody else moaning about shutting up and listening for a minute? Is anybody else moaning other than you? Because you had to listen to me. Yeah, because you had to listen to me for 2 or 3 minutes. You're the only fucker moaning. Everybody else has the capability and the mental span to be able to withstand 2 or 3 minutes of continuous flow. In order to grasp a concept that's fucking deep.
I'm actually sick of fucking hearing you, to be honest with you, mate. I'm sick of hearing you, Badder. No, I'm moaning. I'm sick of hearing you. You love the sound of your own fucking voice, mate.
How about fuck up?
That's the end of it. That's the end of it. Now I mute.
Does anybody know this guy personally?
Go on then, then why don't you, rather than just moan about me, start a conversation.
But don't interrupt and be a dickhead then.
I'm currently having one actually with Teacup on this chat, and he's busy telling me all about law. And I'm saying, okay, so if it's law of the land, and land is the same word as people, so therefore, if people make the law, then therefore the land makes the law, or the law of the land / people. He's saying it's the law. I'm saying which fucking type? There's 30 different types, and he's saying the law. Now, as Bada Bing said the other day, the means a part of. So if he's going to say the law, what fucking part, Teacup?
Legalese is for contracts. Legalese is.
Yeah, I don't speak legalese. Teacup's trying to speak legalese to me, and I'm trying to get him to translate it to fucking English for me. He's saying the Crown land. Okay, so does he believe the Crown owns me, Iron Man? Does he? Come on, Teacup. What's your fucking reply to that?
there's a big distinguishable difference between the birth name and the born name, and there isn't any born certificate in existence. So all that codswallop about the birth certificate enslaving people is a load of tosh. It's beer propaganda from the state. Look at Nemo. Look at Nemo.
I just want right. Okay, you said you weren't going to. Please don't shout over me, Badabing, because I want to ask you a question. Can you explain why everything that is written to you is written to you in full, all capital letters? Is that how you write your name?
Can I explain to you what?
Yeah. Do you, when someone says, "Can you sign your name?" Do you write it all in capital letters?
Depends, man, on my mood.
No, well, because that's the kind of like that's a sticking with stupid answer. I've had that answer before.
I'm being honest. I'm being honest. I'm being honest. Sometimes I have signed my name all in capital. Sometimes I sign my name.
When you go to school, how are you taught to write your name? How are you initially taught to write your name? You're initially taught to write your name with a capital A.
On that note, Noam Chomsky is the guy to read about that shit. About all that documentary.
So can you just tell me why people write to me with full capital letters?
Tony, I'll let you on in a little secret.
Explain it to me.
If you answer, you gotta shut up. When you got
a fucking shouting dickhead.
Let me just ask you a question and carry on speaking over you. Like, listen, I'll let you in on a little secret, Tony. I could write my name before I ever went to school.
And there's no instrument available that can measure Badder's IQ either. Isn't that right, Badder?
I said my IQ level was incalculable.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, but someone's asked
me
a question.
Unfortunately, on that note, I've got one mute. Are you for fucking what? Your IQ is unfathomable, whatever you fucking said.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah. There's nothing you can read your IQ.
No, I didn't say that.
You can write your name.
That's what he said. That's what he
came out
said.
the womb.
I never said unfathomable. I said incalculable.
He said it's unimaginable.
What is it that
bad? Tony, you asked me a question. How was I taught to write my name when I first went to school? But I learned how to write my name before I went to school. That's how can I answer that question? The school never taught me how to write my name.
No, okay, because I would probably be guilty of that as well, because that's what you sort of do, innit? Yeah, you do. The first thing you learn is your own name. So when you go to school, I should have said when you hit that ripe old age of 5 and they want to start droning you. Well, they do it earlier now. How did he start teaching you? Start teaching you how to write your name. Lowercase.
I don't have.
When you're going to sign your little contract, you do it in lowercase. Yeah, capital A, lowercase. And then when we send the letter, we create the joinder to that little signature.
Are you getting to some
through some illusion that you feel that you have to ring up and say, "Yeah, fair cop, gov, it's me," when really. You don't even have to answer the letter.
Right, so you think ignorant
the letter is the letter.
You claiming ignorance is an excuse.
No, Badder, let me finish. The letter isn't addressed to you. It's a fishing exercise. It's throwing out a fishing line. Oh, look, there you go. We've got them all.
You claiming that you can ignore something and the problem will go away. Is that what you're trying to do here?
No.
Badder? What
are you talking about? I'm obviously criminal law. No, it's not going to get you in because that's a totally different jurisdiction anyway. So
in civil law, it's all right.
I know what I'm talking about because that's all I deal in. So if you don't know anything about me, I don't understand why I'm talking to you, really.
Badder.
But I think you know what I do. I'm pretty sure you know what I do.
Yeah, but you're trying to say that when
No, you can listen to me. No, you can stop shouting like a little girl. Stop shouting.
Right, I'm trying to respond, and every time I do, you keep speaking. The moment I start to speak, Tony, you're trying to allude to, right, yeah, that all the naming capitals, right, yeah, is somehow addressing a dead fictional character. When that's false. That's just fucking fear propaganda, fear state youth bullshit, right, yeah? Corpus means body, right, yeah? Doesn't necessarily, it's not corpse, like a dead corpse.
Tony, look in the chat box. Tony, look in the chat box.
C-O-R-P-U-S, corpus, means body. Doesn't mean corpse, dead. Right, yeah? C-O-R-P-S-E. They're two different Latin phrases, and they're being intertwined to make people believe that if they get addressed in all capital names, that they're dead like on a gravestone, when that's bullshit. It's just fear propaganda.
Bada, can I ask you a question, please?
Shoot.
Can I just say before you start, James, and I'll let you crack on. And I'm really bothered that you told me that because you're dead plausible. Because I'm supposed to just believe you, aren't I?
No, listen. If you look in the chat box, that maxim, that's not applicable in civil cases. Ignorance of the law. It's only applicable in criminal cases. Look, the maxim of law. Look, if you look in the chat box.
But what are you on about? All I'm saying is anyone claiming here that they can ignore something and the problem will go away? Who's claiming?
No, you just sat there and went, oh, you claiming ignorance of the law does not excuse. Well, in a civil case, yeah, it does. In the maxim.
I tell you what, Badder, I'm claiming if you don't answer a fucking debt collector's fucking letter.
Now, bopalots, hang on, bopalots, hold on a second. I'm addressing bopalot. You know you got to prove that, can't you?
Yeah, I've got the link already sent in the text box of
prove
where that actual...
Prove?
Yeah, let me talk then.
Listen, I can give you a doctrine of law now. Listen, I can give you a doctrine of law now. Listen, bopalot.
Yeah, Badder, let me talk now. Let me talk. Right, now listen, that maximum... Yeah, if you let me talk, then I'll be able to. Right? if you go into that chat box, I've sent a link, yeah, to the website where that information comes from, yeah. So then all
right.
So look,
now
if you have
go
a look at that, and then listen,
right.
let me finish.
Okay,
Let me finish. If you let me finish, yeah. So then look, the maximum of law, ignorantia juris non excusa, was in regard to the public that ignorance cannot be pleaded in excuse of crimes, but did not hold in civil cases. Now look, if you look at the end of any maxim of law here, you'll see it's got a case reference next to it and all that, because that's where the that was the precedent that made that maxim, and that's the case law where it comes from. That, the ignorance of the law of no excuse, what I've just read out there about it did not hold in civil cases, that is directly from one of them cases where it was like made the maxim.
All right, now go and look up the doctrine of imputed knowledge and read that out to the group.
No, you do that.
No, go and look up imputed knowledge. And I'll prove you wrong.
You've got to prove that.
Listen, I'm just happy for the listeners that listen to it to go and find it for themselves.
Yeah, but I'm not going to make a point and then go out of my way to debunk it myself.
Listen, ignorance is no excuse. Listen, ignorance is no excuse.
Is in civil cases.
For those that doubt me, no it ain't. And for those that doubt me, go and look up the doctrine of imputed knowledge.
No, look up where the maxim originally comes from.
Go and look up the doctrine. Do you know what a doctorate is? When something gets doctored. If I got a contract through today, right, yeah, and I was fixing it, I didn't like, and I could doctor it. Listen, if the contract come through today and there was bits in it I didn't like, I could doctor it, send it back if they didn't agree to the terms when we're not doing business, right, yeah? Now go and look up the doctrine of imputed knowledge, because your case law's been superseded, my friend. And if you don't want that information,
so now fine. You're debunking your own claim that ignorance of the law is no excuse.
No, I'm not. I've already said ignorance is no excuse.
But it is in civil cases. It's just proved that.
I've just told you that case law has been superseded.
Well, so ignorance of the law does not excuse. That's not a maxim no more. Is that what you're saying?
I'm reading it right now.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Go and look up. Right, the doctrine of imputed knowledge doesn't say the doctrine of ignorance is no excuse. It says the doctrine of imputed knowledge. Go and look up what imputed knowledge. Type in Google now, imputed knowledge, yeah, and a definition, and go and look it up in a legal dictionary. It will take you less than 30 seconds. No. Imputed knowledge. You don't even have to go and read the whole fucking doctrine. You can just go and get a paragraph summary. I don't need to. I already know what it is. You're the one sat there that just made a claim and I've debunked it.
No, you're the one who's made the claim. You haven't debunked it. You've brought something up. You've got to prove it. It's not
well,
made.
Okay, all right, but yeah, and that's fair enough, popular. Yeah, but that's fair enough, popular. I know there's people. Listen, I know there's people out there that are going to be listening to this and are going to go and find out whether I'm right or wrong. So you not knowing, I'm happy with. Now you've got the opportunity now to go and Google imputed knowledge and see if you've just made yourself look stupid or not. Because other people are going to go and find out.
No, but I'm actually reading it in box right. Yo, but the conversation's gone dry. Can we move on from something else? Other topic, because this kills the conversation. Badder, don't kill the conversation. I don't dislike you, mate, but you kill conversation, right?
Yeah, just mind your own business. Mind your own business.
What was that?
Nemo.
What was that?
He's a proper party pooper.
Let me get one thing abundantly clear.
No, can we just move on?
Let me get one thing abundantly clear. It doesn't matter what the fuck you tell me to do or not do. I'm going to do what I want to do, and then I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say when I want to say it. You might as well get used to it or fuck off.
Do a rap about it.
Well, he got dead loud then as well. I was all quiet. No, look, Badder, yeah. I don't want to get on the... you're a dick in that, right? But say what you got to say. So let's just move on.
There's no point. Listen, there's no point you wasting your fresh air coming out of your mouth, bestowing those words upon me. There's no point.
Right, anyway, can we move on to a topic? Can anybody think of a topic?
Yeah, James Slattery.
Just because you're stupid, mate. Just because you're stupid.
Yeah, I might be.
Just because you're stupid and can't keep up with the conversation doesn't mean everyone else has to move on topic. Yeah. You're just you're a dumb fuck, that's all.
I'm not saying everybody should move on. I'm asking if anybody has
Kit Kat.
to talk about.
Coming into the hangouts.
Is he in Birmingham?
Have a normal
I'm
conversation.
in Birmingham, Badder.
What I find in these conversations is a big fucking vicious circle of people just da-da-da. Badder, I wanted to ask you a question, 47 minutes. What do you want out of life? In a nutshell, what do you want out of life? Don't give me a speech. What do you want out of life, please, in one sentence?
Does anybody know Badder personally?
Badder, I'm asking you a question. What do you want?
Your question. You're gonna shut up. Yeah, I've heard your fucking question.
Answer. Keep a little Irish voice there.
A bunch of fucking kids talking over each other and laughing.
Badder,
you don't get it. I've listened to these shows back.
And when everyone speaks over each other, it's an audible.
That's just sad, man. Imagine listening to this shit.
I've got everything I want. Listen, mate, I've got everything I want out of
it. Think about this, guys, yeah? Imagine listening to any one of these hangouts back. That says it all. You're a... Honestly, lad, if that's what you do, right, then you need to sort something out. Have you got a bird? Get a bird. Get a female.
No,
mate, yeah, listen, Nemo, you little fucking fish. I got a bird when I was about 13. I've got myself a lady. Just shut your mouth.
Badder, please, can you answer my question?
I answered your question. Listen, I answered your question, but everyone was speaking over me. I've got everything I want out of life already. I don't want anything.
Obviously, you don't.
I got told when I was a kid, and if I wish for something I've already got, it will always come true.
Right. Well, what are you trying? An achievement set. Have you achieved everything? I'm just trying to get to know you within about 30 seconds because I have a funny feeling we all have the same goal, but this is a fucking vicious circle of just
every fucking time I go to answer you speak over me, you dumb prat.
I didn't finish. I didn't finish. That's why
Banner, you are a cock, mate.
Is he in Birmingham? Does anybody know this guy personally? Yo, is he in Birmingham? I'm in Birmingham. Is he living in Birmingham?
Yes, he does, yeah.
Yo, Banner, you in Birmingham? Yeah.
Badass.
Listen, it doesn't matter where I am to you, you fucking little no. Stop running your gums. Stop putting my name in your fucking mouth, dickhead.
Yo, if he's in Birmingham, is he in Birmingham?
Does it matter?
Does it matter where I am? What a little fucking snap neck like you ain't gonna do, you little cunt, man. I'll turn you inside out and feed you your own arsehole.
Yeah, no, I'm just asking.
I wasn't trying to get an argument out of you, but I was asking you a simple question.
Fucking mug. Where's this badder? Where's this badder? Is he in Birmingham? Is he in Birmingham? Why? I'll feed you your fucking fingers, you little prat.
Oh my god.
Don't have that, Nemo.
Yeah, don't have that, Nemo, you lost little fucking fish.
Stop shouting, man.
Hey, you ain't heard me shouting yet, kid.
Fucking hell, Jesus Christ almighty. Wow.
Wow. There's a lot of...
Yeah, fucking wow, you know, someone wants to know the fucking levels, I'll tell them what fucking time it is.
Yeah, but answer a simple question.
Stop running my fucking name out of your mouth, you little fucking fish. Yeah, is he in Birmingham? Is he in Birmingham? Like, you're gonna fucking do something, you little prat. Shut your fucking mouth. You're beating the game.
Come on, grow up, will ya? It's not the schoolyard, is it?
Yeah, man, I was only asking if you're in Birmingham. I'm in Birmingham, you dickhead. I'm not out for you, you dickhead. Fucking hell,
no,
man.
you're not fucking out for me. You'd be too fucking dumb to make a move like that.
Trying to shut up, for fuck's sake.
There's some very, very naughty,
yeah, listen, bopalot, man. Listen, you tried to steer it into fucking a bit of law, and this little fucking drip doesn't want to stop moaning about me.
You call me a prick again, I swear to God, I will fuck...
You ain't doing shit.
Come on,
you're gonna swear to God you're gonna do what? You're gonna swear to God you're gonna do what? You're gonna do shit, you little fucking drip, man. Shut your mouth. Stop giving it large on you.
Man, I swear to God. If you live
swear to God, look, God's not, your God's not gonna help you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, your God's not gonna help you. Yeah. Stop begging to your fucking God. You're on your own. Deal with it.
Yeah, take up, tag. Saying he's from Bolton. Take up nose.
Oh, in Bolton? Is that where you're at?
Watch him shut up. Shut up.
Why the fuck would you be in Bolton?
I've never been to fucking. Listen, the only time I've been through Bolton, right? Yeah, it's probably when I drove through it, and I must have missed it because I blinked.
Okay, no.
Bolton. Where the fuck's Bolton?
Fucking Bolton, man. No, I've got to say I agree that no cunt goes to Bolton.
Oh, we all feel sorry for him now. He's from Bolton.
No cunt goes to Bolton.
Oh, poor God. Tough crowd.
Can we move on to another topic now then, yeah? Because it was silent there for a few minutes.
How about a bit more law?
How about, I don't know, anything, anybody's got a subject that they want to talk about that's not going to get badder, fucking killing the conversation, then I'm cool with. Anybody got anything?
My question's not going to do that.
United States imperialistic. The United States imperialistic conquest of the world. Something like that.
United States is basically an extension of the UK or England, should I say?
An extension of the British Empire.
Well, the English in general. As a movement.
I can't hear you. Sorry. Is that me or is that Mark?
Me.
Victor.
Victor.
Victor. Yeah. I always think Victor's a Russian.
You did not make it. It's actually English. Believe it or not. But yeah, America is an extension of England, that's all it is. Or the British Empire, like you said.
Is anybody else having difficulty hearing Victor? Or is it Mark? I'm not too sure.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear Victor.
Can you hear me alright, James?
Yeah, I can hear you and Victor. Teacups and you.
Can't hear Jacob.
5 dinners are still there.
I've not been able to hear Teacup for fucking.
Where's
like 5
Simon
times here. So the imperialistic drive of America. Does anybody think it's mirroring the British Empire? If you look at the countries that are under American
financial control.
Yeah, if you look at the countries that are under control of America, it mirrors the countries that were under the control of the British Empire, meaning like the oil-rich countries and shit like that. Does anybody else notice that? Like it's a mirror. If you look at the British, if you have a map of the British Empire.
Well, what countries do you know? Let's Google it up, man.
Well, the countries are different now from when they were the British Empire, but the countries that have well, you talk about the whole Middle East, North Africa, but the countries are different names now. Palestine never existed. Saudi Arabia never existed. Fucking none of the countries in the Middle East existed because it was a nomadic tribe. And basically, what happened was the British Empire at that time put a family in control of. So it's like the best example I can put is like imagine your next door neighbour. Your next door neighbour has control over the 5 neighbours round it. And you've got 5 neighbours there, and then you have somebody outside coming in and saying, like, look, I want to get 20% off these 5 neighbours. The first neighbour will say, no, that's my neighbour, that's my brethren, I'm not doing that. The next neighbour might say the same, but the third neighbour realises that, actually, yeah, I can get 20% off each one of these neighbours. Yeah, okay, that's the family. This is Saudi Arabia. That's the whole Saudi Arabian family was put there by the British Empire to benefit it for sale. If you've got another option on that, I'd love to hear it.
The British
Empire. Somebody was telling me Lawrence of Arabia was killed in a very freaky motorbike accident because he was speaking out against the Zionists who were making claim to Palestine, you know.
What, Lawrence of Arabia?
Yeah.
You speaking about Lawrence of Arabia? All I got there was motorbike accident. The automatic thing I thought of was Lawrence of Arabia. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's true because you know what he did? Forget about the Arab nations. There was no Arab nations. There was a group of similar people who bartered with each other. Lawrence of Arabia, he watched these videos and it's like he united these people were already united. They've all got similar beliefs and they've been bartering with each other. What he done was get a group of one of these people to fight against a group of. So basically, what he done is like me coming in to where I live in Cheltenham. I come to Cheltenham and I go and get all the Cheltenham people. Yeah, let's go and find the Gloucester people. They're the same fucking people, but you know what? He encouraged that. That's what happened with Lawrence of Arabia. He encouraged that. And then we end up with a split nation. But see the lines that have been drawn in like these Middle Eastern countries. They are literally a guy in London sat there with a pen. He's like, okay, we will give that to this. We will give this to this. It's somebody drawing lines on a map. It's the same with like Pakistan and India and Kashmir. It's all lines drawn by the British Empire. But look at it now. India and Pakistan have both got nuclear weapons, but they're both the same country. What, 200 years ago? It's the same fucking people, but they hate each other now. If you ever get the chance to watch, oh man, I keep saying it, yeah. But see, I'm sure Teacup's watched it. But Manufacturing Consent. Mark's watched it. Rob's watched it. Victor, have you watched it? Manufacturing Consent.
I can't say yet. What's the concept of it? What's the idea of the actual film?
It gives you an idea. It gives you an idea how that we're all doctored from a young age, and how that we, as a nation, will encourage war because of the media it's given to us. For instance, ISIS.
That's purely. Go on.
ISIS is everywhere. All right, beheadings everywhere. All you ever hear is ISIS beheadings. But what you've got to understand is, see the group that's fighting ISIS, right? Whoever, the Kurds or whoever it is, they're doing the exact same thing, but you never see videos. There's videos out there, yeah? These beheading videos, and it's like, look what ISIS is doing. That's not actually ISIS, that's the Kurds doing it to the ISIS. But we don't see that. We get the media perception of that.
I mean, that's all based upon the fact that you're going to believe that in the first place. I mean, you tell me anything you like, or so I can watch it on a YouTube video. Doesn't mean I'm going to believe it, does it?
No, but me start. I don't know if you go on, if you're like a member of Best Score or out like that. If you go into Best Score and it's pretty grim, you'll see a lot of fucking nasty shit, right? But what you will get is, see Best Score. It's the best fucking site for truth, because the person who uploads a video, as soon as they upload a video, say for instance, I upload a video and and the caption is ISIS behead Syrian soldier, right? What you'll get on that website is no, and then the video has to be changed to actually it's an Iraqi beheading a Syrian or an ISIS soldier. So
yeah,
if you ever get
got to do with you, as you as a person, right? What's that got to do with you? I believe in the fact that if you're watching TV and it says, right, ISIS has done this, right? What's that got to do with you believing the fact that they're saying that's the case?
Well, we live in a geopolitical world. No, but it's not, maybe 30 years ago when we weren't financially linked, but we live in a geopolitical world where everybody's connected. Do you know what I mean? Our government is at war with not even a nation, it's with a race, with Islam, and it's the whole fact.
It's not our government. It might be your government, but it's not ours.
Islam's not either.
You have no ability, and Islam's not a race; it's a faith, a following, and you have no ability.
That's what I just said.
You have no
But
ability to make claim for other people. So it might be your government. Your government might be doing that, but it's not my government.
Is the British government at war with the Islamic faith?
I'm English.
Oh, see, this is what I mean. You're going to funny about the words, but at the end of the day, it's the taxpayers paying for British soldiers and British resources to go over.
It's not my head. Listen, it's not my head on the notes and coins. Is it yours?
What you're saying is correct. What you're saying is correct.
No, listen. I'm only giving back. Look, those notes and coins are not mine. I'm only giving back to the system what belongs to them.
Yeah, hearsay, yeah.
I'm not paying for any soldiers.
No, of course you're not. You don't pay taxes. Yes. I bet you sat down in DLA.
What you on about?
You are.
What you on about? Of course. Listen, the notes and coins haven't got my head on it. They don't belong to me. And those that have been delegated to powers to administrate it, if they ask it for it back by way of taxation, fine. It's not mine anyway. You have what's yours. It's already yours. It don't belong to me. I merely use it to trade with. It's a happy medium. But it's not rightfully mine. It doesn't belong to me. I'm not really paying anything.
Huh? Is that hearsay, though? Is that hearsay?
What do you mean? No, I'm telling you.
I don't know.
As a fact, those coins. No, listen. As a fact, those notes and those coins do not have my head on it. The chief cashier is not my name. I have been delegated no powers to administrate that legal tender. Those legal tenders do not rightfully belong to me. They're not mine. They're just a tool I use to trade with. I am paying for no soldiers in no war for your government. You're paying for fucking soldiers in wars in your government because that's the conscious level you're on. You haven't educated yourself enough to know the difference.
But do you think that being able to say that you don't pay for it means that you don't pay for it? Is that what you think?
It's a fact. It's a fact.
Because you can say, because you say you don't pay for it, you don't pay for it. When you go and buy a bag of crisps.
On the same level, just because you say you do pay for it means I have to pay for it. Yeah? On the same level, I'll give you the same level you just give me. So just because I've just told you I've just told you the notes that I use and the coins that I use have not my head on it, and I'm not the chief cashier. You've just been talking for about 3 to 5 minutes, and I've been listening. Now I want to respond. You want to talk over me now? Let me have 3 or 5 minutes. Yeah? I've just showed you the respect you're incapable of showing me. Right, yeah? Now, those notes and coins do not have my face on it. And the chief cashier, right, yeah, is not my name. I have been delegated no powers to administrate that money. It's a legal tender, a happy medium I use to trade with. I'm a trader. But you know what I mean? I trade in words, we're speaking now, and I trade in my actions in life. And sometimes, for those actions, right, yeah, I'm happy to accept a happy medium. But if the administrators come along and want a little chunk of it back because it's rightfully theirs, I'll relinquish it, right, yeah? And you might call that tax, fair enough. I'll call it giving back what rightfully doesn't belong to me anyway. If you want to claim it's your government, fine. If you want to claim they're your soldiers, fine. If you want to claim it's your tax paying for them, fine. But you do not have the ability to bestow that burden upon me, right, yeah? That's where I'm coming from. So when you use passive words like our government are doing this and our government are doing that, you're trying to bring me into a realm, for instance, because I'm in the room here speaking with you, that doesn't exist for me. That's a concept of the mind. No one's managed to program me into thinking. You might have been programmed to think like that, but that's your program running at the moment. And I'm doing my best in this engagement to throw a little fucking chisel or a little spanner in those cogs to make you think about things a little differently. But all you want to do is fight me and repel. All you want to do is fight me. Listen, all you want to do is fight me and repel against me because the words that are coming out of my mouth and entering your head are hurting. Grinding against the fucking spanner, and it's not liking it. That's your programming. You're trying to, and out of that comes frustration. Out of that comes frustration and hate.
Do you have
now
a job?
You can respond.
Do you have a job?
I work for myself. I work alongside nature.
Do you pay tax?
I relinquish what's not rightfully mine.
Do you pay tax?
Right. Not really. No. Not in any way you would think so. I've just told you.
Okay.
I relinquish.
The products you buy, is there a VAT tax on it?
Perhaps. I'm a victim of circumstance like anybody else.
You said that you would let me speak. Okay. Do you drive? Do you own a car?
Well, these are questions. They invoke responses. So do you want to list off 50 questions and then I take a question? I get driven. Do I drive? Do I have a car? No, I get driven, and my lifestyle buys cars and many other people. And they drive me about.
Do you work?
I work.
You work, don't you? You've got kids. You work, don't you? You work
for myself.
So you're self-employed, yeah?
No, I work for myself. I'm a trader.
So you're not paying taxes whatsoever, no?
Not like officially, no. But if the taxman comes along, I will give them what they want. It's theirs.
So a taxman can come off and ask you for a payment, yeah?
It's their money. It's their legal tenders. They've been delegated the powers to administrate it by law.
Why are you using it? How can you?
Because it's a happy medium. Listen, I use it because it's a happy medium.
Stop shouting at me.
Right, listen. When you say why are you using it, then you've got to allow fun. Right? Yeah, I'll use it because it's a happy medium. It's a great legal tool to trade with.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. See, when you buy a cream egg, how much of your money do you think goes to the cream egg?
Not outright. When I buy a cream egg, I trade legal tenders that are not rightfully mine.
So what you're saying is you're willing to use a money that's willing to be used in war, but as long as you deny that money, then it's okay. Is that basically what you're saying?
Denying it? What do you mean denying it? It hasn't got
I deny it.
Right, listen. What do you mean? What are you on about? Shut up a minute. What are you on about? That's okay. I can't stop soldiers, right? Yeah, going out there killing people. I have had mates that I've tried speaking to, right? Yeah, and they just want to go and kill someone. That's what they want to do. They're joining the army because they have got a longing to kill. Right? Yeah? You will never stop people joining the army because they want to kill.
You said 3 minutes, yeah?
Listen, hang on a minute. Shut up a minute. Right, you're telling me if I deny the money, it makes it okay. I've just told you it's a great legal tender, a great tool. If other people want to use it to pay soldiers that just want to go and kill or whatever, that's fine by me. It's got nothing to do with me, and that burden doesn't rest upon my shoulders.
Dickhead, you said 3 minutes, yeah? Right, so what you're saying is anybody who uses any money, is that what you're saying, no?
What I'm saying is what I've just said. Don't try and twist my words into anything other than what I just said. Quote me precisely. Quote me precisely, or not at all.
Break it down for us simpletons, and let break it down. What you're saying? That the money I use is different from the money you use. Is that what you're saying? My money is different from. So why?
When did I say that, Ficko?
So
Ficko! Oi, Ficko! When did I say that, Ficko?
So why is it different then?
When did I say the money I use is different to the money you use, Ficko? I never said that once, Ficko. I never said that. I've never said that. That hasn't come out of my mouth other when I'm repeating what you said.
How can you have a different view from my view then?
Because I'm educated and you're dumb.
If my, yeah, look, you're both trying to shut up, man. Look, if my money is used in wars, and I don't want it to be used in
your
wars.
money now. Oh, if you're making claim to your money, has it got your head on it?
Oh, yeah.
Is your name printed on the chief cashier? It's
See,
your
you
money.
get to schematics because you can't win an argument. You go and get into okay because it's not got my face in it.
You're talking about world wars. We're talking about world. Listen, dickhead. You're talking about world
wars. You're a dickhead. You can't prove your point without being a dick. At the end of the day, we all pay taxes. Even
you're talking about world wars. Imagine you've got a neighbour there and a neighbour there and another neighbour, and you want to tax the one neighbour, and that neighbour goes, "Nah, I'm not having it." You're a fucking spastic, mate. How can you talk about world affairs and world politics? How can you talk about world affairs and world politics and then moan at me about semantics? How the fuck do you have the audacity? Mate, you've been programmed by YouTube. You're a YouTube dickhead. Right, listen, go and sign up. Go and sign up for the common law sheriffs. They'll love you. You belong right in their fucking crowd. Hey, go and sign up for the common law sheriffs, man. You suit their mentality.
Yeah. Look, dickhead, the truth be told, we're both the same. We pay taxes. Even if we don't want to pay taxes, the taxes we pay is going towards a war that we don't want, alright? You tell me the words that might be different from that. The truth be told, the money I spend in a shop or the money I send to my fucking family in Australia is all taxed and used for reasons that I don't want it to. Now, you debate that is a fucking lie, and don't give me no funny words. Is that a man lying?
What you don't get is what you want or don't want other people to do has got fuck all to do with you. You're not gonna stop that soldier recruiting himself, going out there because he has a passion or a will or something's driving him to kill. I've lost mates. Listen, I've lost mates to the armed forces, right? Yeah, because they just have a passion to go out and kill.
No, you've never had a mate. You've never had a friend. You can tell you've never had a friend. I'm not talking about soldiers or individuals. I'm saying the money you spend on a Kit Kat is indirectly used in a war that you hopefully are not willing to participate in. Alright? And you try to deny that, just goes to prove how much.
Prove it!
But you want me to prove how the 0.1% of your Kit Kat goes towards a war in fucking Israel or whatever the fuck it is? That you're asking me to prove?
You're full of shit. You've been programmed by RTTV or David Icke fucking Super Channel or something, right? Yeah. You're a fucking paranoid tinfoil hat wearing fucking Fruit Loop. Go and sign up for the common law sheriffs, right? Yeah. They'll have you. They'll take you. You know what I mean? They'll have you promoting their videos next week on YouTube, you fucking dumbass cunt.
Yo, do you know what I find whenever you prove a point is you'll get that David Icke thing, and then to turn around and say that I'm doctored, and then you mention David Icke. Nobody mentioned David Icke. At the end of the day.
Because you're acting like some fucking idiot. You're talking about world affairs, world politics. World wars, right? Yeah, major catastrophe. And you're going, imagine you got one neighbour there. Imagine you got another neighbour there. Who's really against ISIS? Who's really against ISIS, mate? And then I bring up some semantics of law, and you're like, semantics. You're talking about world affairs, world politics, fucking beheadings and everything, and you're dismissing semantics, mate. Listen, the bottom line is, right? Yeah, the bottom line is, what? I know you're not smart enough to mention fucking semantics. That's why, you dickhead. But the point is, right? Yeah, bottom line is, it's not my money. The notes and coins haven't got my fucking face on it or fucking name as chief cashier, right? Yeah. I am paying for no war and no soldier and no one, and I don't vote or anything like that, and I don't use my Mr. title, and no one is getting killed in my name. Let's get that categorically clear. And I actually, when I'm on places like this, and someone goes, our government, or our fucking troops, I actually take offence because they're nothing to do with me whatsoever.
Yeah, but yet you go and buy that Kit Kat, yeah?
Mate, I'm owned by nothing other than my own fucking
Yeah, but you go and buy a Kit Kat, though, yeah? What's that going? If you've got any kids, you take your kids to a play park, yeah?
Mate,
McDonald's, yeah?
you're too fucking stupid to respond to anymore. Shut your mouth.
So what?
Don't worry about my fucking kids.
Yo, lads, I'm being as simple as possible here. To try and break down what your point is.
Mate, you don't need to try to be simple. You just try to talk about world politics, world affairs, and world wars as if like they were your next door fucking neighbours.
I've not talked about no world wars. You keep mentioning that. I'm just saying British. I'm saying Britain. You say we don't pay towards British imperialistic foreign views, but yeah, I'm saying you will buy a Kit Kat. Okay? That's simple, isn't it? I'm not being magical and hiding the fucking meaning in that.
Alright, but yo, Nemo, I'm gonna tell you one more time. Is your face or name on the notes and coins? Yes or no?
Does that mean any difference?
If the answer's no, it's not your money. Yeah, it isn't yours.
So why are you using it?
It never was and never will be. It will be here long after you've gone. It's a tool. It's a tool to trade with. That's it. Get over your fucking self. I'm paying for wars because I bought a Kit Kat. I'm paying for wars because I had a Diet Pepsi. No, shut your mouth, you fucking idiot. You've watched too much David Icke, yeah, and your mind's polluted. You're frazzled. You're like an egg frying right now on a fucking frying pan. Frazzle. Your brain's frazzling, mate. Yeah? You've been turned into some fucking walking coma.
The best thing is, you know more about legal shit than me, and you've just shown yourself up. Because you can't answer the
He don't know, he don't.
Alright, if you think I've shown myself up, good luck with that.
You have? Yo, you have, man.
Can I suggest an ask a question which is relevant to the conversation?
Yeah, fucked himself. At the end of the day,
has been converted into pounds or whatever it is you've got in front of you.
Listen, dickheads, when you all speak over each other, no one can comprehend what you're saying. Why don't one of you just shut the fuck up and allow the other one to speak?
Yo, how does tell you what, shut the fucking stop shouting, man. I've got headphones in, you prick. Got an arsehole, man. I'm not screaming and shouting, am I? You're what a prick. But at the end of the day, we all are paying towards an imperialistic view by America and Britain. I buy potatoes, I buy wine, okay? We pay the fucking taxes on that, so we are. Yo, stop blocking people, you prick. Yo, man, get rid of that guy, man.
Can anyone hear me?
Yo, Tico, is that you?
Yeah, mate.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah.
Clearly all.
It's audible at the minute.
Fucking hell.
No, yo, Tico back in here clearly, man. Yo, what? Yo, Badder, you come here, yeah, into this chat, from the other chat. We came here to get away from you. Why the fuck did you come here? Do you know what I mean? We all come here
by the host.
If anybody
invited by the host. I got invited. Listen, little pisshead. Oh, you little smack rat. I got invited by the host, right? Yeah, that kind of demolishes your whole fucking chat.
Smack rat.
Put your face on. Put your face on cam. I put my face on cam. No worries. Put your face on cam. We'll talk about who's a smack rat.
I'm not looking. Listen, I'm not looking at anyone's cam. I'm just doing my shit on fucking elsewhere.
Yeah, doing my shit. You sound like a baghead nod. You sound like a smackhead.
So because I just called you a smack rat, you've got to mimic me now, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's saying I'm smackhead? Huh?
Badder sounds like a smackhead.
Oh, bada bing. Tell him to unblock me. I haven't even spoke to him yet. He's already blocked me, the fucking top.
I want to know how to block him. If I can block a person, I'll block him.
Oh, I think the trouble is...
How intelligent conversation.
No, Badder, yeah, if you didn't scream, if you didn't shout, I wouldn't be asked about what you said. It's the screaming because I've got headphones in. It's the fucking shouting.
Mate, do you really think, right, yeah? Do you really think, mate, do you really think for 1 second I'm sat here thinking whether you give a fuck about me or what I'm saying bothers me or not?
Well,
I'm not asked if you're not asked. Do you get me?
So why are you calling me a mate then?
Huh? It's just an expression.
Is that an expression? Am I your mate?
Yeah, matey. I call everyone matey.
But am I that person you call matey? Am I the type of person you want to call matey?
If I'm walking, listen, if I'm walking down the street and I go, oi matey, whoever's in front of me will turn around. Practically 90% of the time.
Yeah, but you're not walking down the street, oh yeah, you're on some internet thing. So I ain't your mate.
Yeah, well, no, you're a matey, ain't you?
Stop calling me mate, I ain't your mate. Alright? Dickhead. I don't even like you. Do you know what you remind me of? You remind me of that annoying person in school who has the answer for everything but never done anything. What have you done with your life, lads? How's your...
Badder, do you want to debate some law?
Yeah, I'm ready to talk some law. This little fucking dripple wants to have a little slanging match when he's no good at it.
No,
he's had his last chance with me.
Law civilly.
Yeah, come on, look, we did it civilly. That's what teacup sound. We did it civilly, man. We'd make a good hangout.
He just blocked. Hey, listen, he just blocked me a minute ago when I was civilly talking to someone. So you know,
I ain't
he's just lost his chance.
See, I've missed not much.
Yeah, but look in the group chat. Teacup block.
Bada bing. Bada blocking me, Mark. That's about it.
Yo, Teacup unblock Badder.
I ain't got
Badder, I don't know your personal lad, but just fucking let people speak, man. What you've got to say might have relevance, but just let them finish what they got to say, and then your point.
Drunk, mate? Are you drunk? Are you drunk or something, matey?
Stop calling me matey, man. I'm not your mate.
You're fucking talking.
For some strange reason, right, yeah, you're talking to me like I know you or something. Right, what you want, or what you like, or what you want to hear doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Yo, who the fuck knows you on here? That's why I asked. Does anybody know you personally? Lads, we're on a group chat. It's on the internet, alright? Nobody knows anybody.
Yeah.
It comes from Bolton.
Calm down now. Fucking mong, man.
You're the only one asking. You're the only one asking if anyone knows me personally.
Go and sort your Pikachus out and your motherfucking kids. Fuck off, you fucking mong. You have the kids up at fucking 12 o'clock at night, you fucking prick.
Right, another one on ignore. Anyone else want to go on the ignore?
Imagine having your kids up at 12 o'clock at night.
You start speaking
20 to 1 in the morning, man. Sort your life out. Get off the internet and sort your kids out, you fucking dickhead. Oh, he's blocked me. Hey, I can't hear that cunt no more. Good.
You feel honoured now.
Yeah. He's an arsehole, man. The guy's
Yo, come on, you know this, Mark.
Yeah, mate.
You know when you was on about the, like when is it the judge that signed an order? You know. Is it the judge that signed an order? Who signed an order?
I'm a dickhead, yeah.
Who was
Sorry,
it?
Ben, I can't.
Signed the order.
I can't hear you, Ben. Nemo's talking. He's cutting over.
Who signed the order? Who signed the order? We'll mute him.
So, who signed the order? Are you talking about from the cop?
Oh, was it the cop that signed the order?
Nobody.
Yeah?
No. Are you talking about when I get pulled over there, better?
Right. Before I come on this hangout, yeah, I heard you talking about that you writ someone a bill. Yeah, you writ someone a bill because they made an order. Who was that? Who was that?
A man named Neil Winterbottom.
Yeah, but what's his position in life?
He's a man, as far as I was concerned.
Yeah, I know. Without being
okay,
literal,
yeah,
if you're
he was
what
senior
was his
sergeant.
capacity? What was the role?
Senior sergeant.
Of what, a police station?
Yeah.
So
he was
a police officer.
No, he constable.
All right, so
very
listen. Can he prove in law that he provides a service in a court of law de facto?
In a court of law, probably.
Whoever you sent the bill to, right? Yeah, can they prove in a court de facto that they provide a service?
I didn't send the bill to the revenue service that he works for. I sent the bill to him.
Right. And I'm asking you, in a court of law, whoever you sent the bill to, can they prove that they provide a service?
He can't prove that he provided me any service.
No, I'm not asking that. I'm asking you a question. Can that chief constable or sergeant in a court of law prove in a court de facto, right there, because I've heard you saying you were going to privately prosecute, but can he prove that he provides a service? It doesn't matter whether he provided you one. Is he registered, and does he provide a service in the realms of commerce?
I would say yes to that.
Right,
it would be my interpretation. Can I?
Right,
no.
Can you prove that you... Right, listen, Mark, listen to me carefully. Can you prove that you provide a service for people?
I can easily prove that I provided the information he required or requested from me.
No. Like, listen, Mark, don't try and be clever about it.
I'm trying to get a grasp on it.
Right, can you prove in a court de facto that you provide a service anyone can walk in off the street and ask you for? Can you put those facts on the table?
No. I don't. I'm not a public.
I strongly recommend.
I'm not a public servant. If that's what.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mark, let me continue. I strongly advise you don't even try and enter a private prosecution because you will be sued for fraud. I could win a case. I could sue you for fraud. Right, yeah? And let alone a fucking chief sergeant or a fucking police station.
How would I be causing fraud? Have you seen the videotape? Did you see the interaction?
Yo, Mark,
alright, I'll tell you why. The legally papered bill that you sent him, right, yeah, which you're more than entitled to do if you provide a service and all that, right, yeah, has been done on mercantile paper. Go and look up mercantile paper, right, yeah. It's a legal instrument, right, yeah. Now, if you don't provide a service, then you're acting in dishonour, and you're now a fraudster. And I could successfully sue you for fraud, for instance, if you sent me that bill. That's what I'm trying to do in comment.
The worst thing about
I'm just warning you. Listen, go and do whatever you're gonna do. You know what I mean? And if you get burnt, you get burnt. If you get burnt, you know now the reasons why.
Yeah. Okay, so you're saying that in a de facto court or an administrative hearing, if they can provide that, you're saying they can do me for fraud because I'm giving him a bill for the orders that he verbally said to me.
Yes.
And I produced the information he required. He ordered something from me.
Yes, that's right. He provides a service in the public domain.
He ordered something from me in the public domain, and I provided. I produced. Can I answer? I produced the information he wanted when he ordered it. He ordered me to wait. I waited. He ordered me to give the legal person's last name through some legal requirement. I gave him that order, and I stipulated all 3 times. There's only 3 orders. I'm only charging him for the 3 orders he gave me. So, and I produced the information that he wanted. Now, it cost me money, and that's my private information. So if he wants it, I charge him for it. It's that fucking simple.
Yeah, but you don't provide a service. You were in the public domain, and you don't.
I gave him a produce.
Listen. If I'm in the public domain tomorrow and I open up my briefcase and I start selling slide watches, right? Yeah, and I see a Bobby round the corner because I've got to look out. I've got to shut my briefcase and do a runner, right? Yeah, because I'm not legally trading, right? Yeah. You essentially now are opening up your briefcase and trying to enter into a court of law and say, look, man, I can fucking. You don't provide a service.
So you're saying,
right? Yeah, you've got. So
you're saying that
you were caught. So what I'm saying is I'm telling you what I'm saying, right? Yeah, you were nabbed in the public domain and you gave over details, right? Yeah, that were probably legally required from you, right? Yeah, but they were that was your. Your corporation, right? Yeah, whether you're an unincorporated corporation or an incorporated corporation, you have a name you go by that can identify you, right? Yeah, and your trade in this realm, in the realm that you're in. Now, you handed over some details, fine. They made an order, you relinquished those orders, right? Yeah, but you only handed over what was only ever given to you in the first place, yeah? Those details were given to you by a third-party interloper. They're not your private details, right? Yeah. So you handed over a gift that was given to you that can be regulated however the giver sees fit. These are employees in that capacity, policing, right? Yeah, policy enforcers that have been given orders from the people that gave you those gifts. If you try and enter that into a realm of private prosecution, you can get sued for fraud. Right? That's what I'm saying. You do not provide a public service. Now, if you were on the street and you were fully licensed up and you were being harassed by the police and your time was precious and it was your business and they were in the wrong and in error, obviously you can sue the police. People do it on a daily basis and they get rewarded for it and the judge signs an order in their favour. But you, at that moment in time, were not providing a public service. And any bill that you send him now will constitute fraud.
I just don't. I get the point you're trying to make there, eh? But I'm.
Hey, dudes, how you doing?
Distinguishing. Hey, Sultan. I'm trying to make a point of there's a difference between. I only ever stated myself as being a man. I did not enter into a jointer or contract with that man at that time. So how is it that I cannot now go through some court process as a man, not versus because...
I'll tell you exactly why. Did you utter the words in English?
Did I? Yeah. That's the only language I fucking speak.
Right then, so English is legal presumptive fiction.
Is it?
You did enter a contract into in the realm under the realm of English derivative law. Doesn't matter what capacity, Australian Commonwealth or New Zealand, whatever, wherever you are.
So
if you uttered words in
talking to someone.
If you uttered words, engage is lawfully synonymous with contract.
Did not know that one.
To engage is to contract. And if you uttered words in
that
English,
makes sense. If you're engaged with a chick, you're contracting with her to be married.
Yeah. You entered the realm of English law. You entered the realm of English law regardless of what capacity. And it was obviously being administrated. Are you in New Zealand, is it? On whatever laws that they go by, obviously. Yeah, so is it part of the Commonwealth? Society. Yeah, I take it. Is it part of the Commonwealth?
Hey, can I ask you a question, buddy?
Sorry.
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Brother, can I ask you a question?
Shoot.
What do you believe morality is?
An agreed level of consciousness amongst individuals.
No. It's a personal thing. Sorry, morality is a personal thing.
It's a claim of value. It's not a claim.
It's your personal claim of value. Yeah. No, morality is your personal claim of value. It's your personal values, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they might
if you'd like to look that up in a legal dictionary, I'm sure you could. But that is your morality, yeah?
My law. The rules that govern me.
Yeah, your morals are your personal morals.
They're my laws. how I govern myself to live within my own life. That's it.
Totally.
But those are just claims of value are not claims of fact, though, and they don't derive solely from the facts either.
I'm talking about personal morals, and they are basic laws, yeah, that we each understand.
No, they're not basically laws. No, I refute
They
that.
are, yeah. That's everybody's laws, aren't they?
No,
morals are laws that we abide by. Totally.
No.
Totally, man. Totally.
No, not at all.
If you have no morals, you have
Not
no
at
laws.
all. Not at all.
Daddy, you've lost the plot then, man.
So what is the point of trying to find out whether it's an order or a request?
Listen, hang on there. Hang on, let me rebut it. Moralistically, it'd be wrong for me to blow your house down, right, yeah? But along comes a hurricane and blows it down. The law of nature dictates that your house is frivolous to it and it will just destroy it in its path, right, yeah? So how is your morals justified in the law of nature? They're not. So
the law of nature cannot define anything. What's your discussion? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Because your morals are a claim of value, they're not a claim of fact, right? Yeah, and some laws are a claim of fact.
Each to their own morals. Each to their own morals.
Some laws are claim of fact. Some laws are obviously claim of value, like thou shalt not steal.
You get law.
It's breaking the law. It's breaking. Listen, no, I'm speaking, man. You asked me a question. I'm answering you. Right, yeah, it'd be breaking the law to steal something, but that solely derives from a claim of value and not a claim of fact, right? Yeah.
So it's okay for some people to steal, but not for others.
What are you on about? So it is, in essence, taking an apple off a tree, not a tiny bit of theft.
I'm talking about morals.
Yeah, exactly. It's obviously it's within the realms of mankind's morals to go and take an apple from a tree.
It's been proven some people can steal and some people can't because you can afford a expensive lawyer.
Finish? No, Zoltan, man.
Oh,
Zoltan,
come on, man.
You
speak over everybody better. You do constantly.
But
so now's your time.
At least I allow you to finish, but I don't even know what the fuck you said because you spoke over me. That's why I get frustrated. I don't mind you having something to say. If I'm in the middle of fucking speaking,
give me 30 seconds.
You're doing it again.
Give me 30 seconds.
If I'm in the middle of speaking, how the fuck?
No, I'm not prepared.
Listen, if I'm in the middle of
speak over me. Other people do it, and I'm not.
But I was the one speaking. And if I'm speaking, right, yeah, how the fuck am I supposed to be able to hear what you're saying to me if you're fucking interrupting me or speaking over me? Do you know what I mean, yeah? I'd never got the full grasp of your question. I'm sure the people listening didn't get the grasp of your question because you rudely interrupted me. Right, yeah? There's a great distinction between claim of value and claim of fact. Right, yeah? And the moralistic side of life comes down to pure value. Whereas some laws are defined by fact. Obviously. Right, yeah? There's facts, there's some things, man has just done everything, then reached its limits and they know what they can and can't do. Where death will occur. Whereas there's nothing further to explore because you're no longer here. For instance, like climbing mountains, using certain apparatus, or deep sea diving. Apparently, according to, hearsay, we know more about the galaxy than we do about the deepest part of the ocean, as mankind. Right, yeah? So there's a lot still left to explore on planet Earth as it is, right, yeah? But when facts are established, they're obviously interpreted as facts, and they can't be controverted, which means undermined. And the value put on top of those facts are purely on an individual, personal, or even collective basis. Right, yeah? So no, not all laws stem solely from just morals. Some of them are facts. Interpreted.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Fact is, if you jump out of a tree, you're going to hurt your fucking leg if you jump out too high. It's the law of nature, isn't it? Gravity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a fact.
And ignorance of... and ignorance of jumping off a tree, right, yeah, and just landing on any part of the body you want, right, yeah, ignorance of not knowing that's going to hurt and break stuff, right, yeah, it won't excuse you if you do it. Right, yeah, when something's law, actually, it applies to every sort of circumstance. So ignorance of the law is non-excusable. It's pretty much a fact, right? Yeah, it's not a fact, right? Yeah, its interpretation. Yeah. Its interpretation may be very ambiguous, but it's not a claim of value. Ignorance of what you should know will not excuse you in any realm and walk of life. If you're walking, you know, someone's going behind you with a big bat, and you just like ignore it, and they hit you around the head, you're going to feel it. If you turn around and try and defend yourself a little bit more, you're not ignorant to the fact that a bat's coming towards your head, right? So if it's law, factually, it applies to all realms of life, no matter how small, how magnificent. Whereas value, you know, they're more concepts of the mind, right? Yeah, like, you know, it isn't a fact that you shouldn't steal. You know, one ought to not steal, but it's not a fact that you shouldn't steal. People steal loads of stuff. I stole sweets when I was a kid. I stole my mate's transformer. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and things like that. Right? Yeah, like, you know, like it will happen whether it's moralistically right or wrong. But facts of law. Right, yeah, facts of law, whether you value them moralistically or not. So what you muting me for, man? And no, whoever's typed that in chat, I didn't block anyone. The host blocked you because you were rudely interrupting people.
Beautiful. Oh, well, I'm only talking to myself now. Very good.
Did you mute me?
No, the host muted you because you were interrupting people.
No, I was talking to Mark. I believe Mark's a host, not you.
Yeah. The host, and I just said the host muted.
Look, I've heard enough of your shit. Just shut up. I want to talk to Mark.
Somewhere along the line, you seem to think I care about you giving a shit.
I don't give a fuck what you think, bud. I've heard you talk so much, and you are so full of.
Yeah.
I understand where you.
So what?
Look, better. I understand where you're coming from, man. I totally understand where you're coming from, but you're digressing from the common thing we all have in common, and it pisses me off about you.
Well, me and Mark just had a nice engagement.
We all believe the same thing, bud. We all.
See, why are you interrupting me again? Why are you interrupting me again?
Because
why are you interrupting me again, man? You just spoke and I tried to respond. Listen.
You don't like it when it's done to you. That's why. That's why I'm doing it.
Right, the thing is, right, yeah, when I ask someone a question, I shut up and listen to the answer. You ask me a question, I start to answer, and you carry on speaking and talking over me. That's not etiquette. No one. I don't personally give a fuck. Yeah, what you've heard enough of or not doesn't bother me in the slightest.
This is hilarious.
How's it going, Vic? Yo, Vic, you ain't said a lot tonight.
You know what? I've been started listening. I'd like to have said a few things, but I haven't. I've completely lost what I was going to say as well, so is it even worth going backwards on it? I'm just getting drunk now, listening to what you guys are saying.
You can't stop typing on Facebook.
You don't like it when I do that, do you?
I don't mind it. It's just like, I expect.
You broke up there, son. Go ahead. Fucking hell's fire. What you saying about that?
There's obviously jealous little rats. Yeah, there's jealous little rats out there, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, haters. But you know what they say, innit? A man that's never made a hater has never made anything at all. So yeah, I see that you like that debate group.
So you better don't like it.
I like it in there, to be quite honest.
When people talk over him,
some smart
but it's
people
okay
in
for
there.
him to do that.
There is some
They
smart
comprehend
people.
they comprehend the level. The way I see it is, some of the best debaters in the world, like know how to argue both sides of the argument, right? Yeah. And let's just say you was a really, you was in a debating class or something, or a competition, right? Yeah. Like you might have to argue any given side of the argument, whether you agree with it or not. Yeah. And that's an
So
area of
where's
my
this
mind I really
conversation
want to
going?
develop and that, like, yeah, because it's actually a constitutional duty to provide
My
both
friends,
sides of
where's
the
it
argument. It doesn't, regardless
This
of your
going
personal
nowhere, is it?
opinion. And if you look at Parliament and how it's structured,
I'm not trying
that's
to
exactly what
take
it's
control
doing. You
or
get
anything
people,
like that. I just
like people
want to have
say,
a
innit, they're
decent
all working
conversation.
together, they're all in it together, really. Yeah, of course they are. It's the Royal Parliament, innit? It's a constitutional duty to provide both sides of the argument and opposite sides of the House, and sometimes a third and fourth opinion. Right? Yeah, that's a duty. Of course, they're all in it together. They're trying to do what's best for the nation as a whole, innit? And as a corporate structure, a corporate body.
I think your opinions are tend to be pushed to one side more often than they should be.
Yeah, it's simple to get out of the European argument, man, and just revert back to your own flag. Obviously not a British one, like your own nation's, kingdom's flag. Like someone was on one of these hangouts the other week, innit, and they said, well, no, hold on, was it not this hangout? I watched Psycho Driller's video, recent Psycho Driller's recent video. Bopalot knows what I'm on about. But he says in there, well, Wales hasn't got a king, Scotland hasn't got a king, but they did have kings. Wales did have a king. There was a king of Wales, right? Yeah, and Ireland and that, and all these kings. Once upon a time, according to documentation, innit? According to hearsay, these places did have kings, innit?
Victor, are you still here?
Whatever, the last king of Wales. It's quite a fascinating little read. I forget his name off the top of my head. But these are kingdoms. If you want to get out of the European, debate on an individual basis, right now, just revert back to your flag and stand under your nation's laws, innit? But once you start entering the argument, you actually give it substance.
It seems they don't
whether
like
you're
listening
for or
to me.
It doesn't matter whether you're providing the negative or positive, you're establishing the issue. Therefore, you're in that bubble. Be the singularity.
The thing is with me is I don't mind being in the bubble, but I'd like to be able to steer the way a lot of people would like to steer it as well. But it's not an issue, the fact that I want to be stepping out the bubble. Maybe I want to be in the bubble, and maybe I want to work it so it works with me rather than works with someone else.
That's it, yeah, totally, man. You got to understand law.
Primarily, the government has a mandate.
And that's the way the world works, unfortunately. It may be corrupt and unjust,
and sometimes
that's the way it
harsh
is.
whip needs to come down in it. Like, people have got on about fracking, dirty water in the taps and this and that and boo. But when
so we got maybe
life isn't about an easy ride. It's about struggling sometimes and getting more creative and more, and mankind develops more as a whole. So harsh whips need to be cracked down sometimes, and a bit of
law is unjust. No matter what anybody tells you,
no one has
it is
a general
unjust.
right to water.
If you got enough money, you can worm your way out of any situation.
You don't have a right to water.
Of course. That's just the way law works.
And you shouldn't even want a right to water. People, right? If you ever see or hear in the next few years people protesting, we want a right to water being legislated for and stuff like that, that's a very shitty, dangerous area of law. Because you have a freedom to go and get water anyway.
Yeah. We already had that over here in New Zealand. We had the Maoris and the government fighting over who had the water rights because of the effluent from all the dairy farming. And the Maoris were saying, "Hey, look, it's our land."
I can foresee that. You'll get a very, very smart, clever, versed-in-law CEO of Schweppes or Coca-Cola or whatever saying water shouldn't be a human right. And there's people going, grumble, look at the elitists, blah, blah, blah. They shouldn't have a right to water. But he's being very, very fucking smart.
I was listening to what you had to say.
He's being very fucking smart, and he knows how to uneducated will mirror
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
and think
law.
it's the
That's what I was
exact
saying.
opposite.
Law
You
is
shouldn't
totally
have a right to
unjust.
water. It shouldn't be
And for
legislated
everybody
for
that
because you
thinks
have the
it's
freedom
gonna
to go and get
justify
it. And once
everything
it
you can
becomes a
do,
right,
well,
and then
it
it
don't work that
becomes
way, you know.
fucking regulated. Never
You got
fight
enough
for a
money,
right
you're gonna
to have
fucking
water. Like,
you
it's
can get out your situation, you know.
just
There's about 10 people that talk at the same time. So.
But the clever
really hard to focus, isn't it,
CEO at the
Victor?
top of Schweppes, the clever CEO at the top of Schweppes knows the clever CEO at the top of Schweppes knows exactly what he's saying with a statement like that. He knows how the uneducated are going to see it and they're going to rebel against it, and perhaps even in fact
Apparently,
create
Brad
a
is
policy for it
blocking
to
me
be
now,
enforced.
so I don't think he'll be able to
We'll
rejoin the
give you
way
a
he's
right to
going.
water. But then that right can be regulated.
It's hard. Obviously, when one person ignores another one, then you're not going to hear when each other person is speaking, and the ones that haven't ignored each other get blasted with everything. So, although what Bader was saying then, I'm sure would have been interesting, I couldn't hear because Zoltan was also wanting to say something interesting, and me and Victor and Five Dinners and everyone else who's probably listening got completely utterly fucked off by that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sure it was all relevant information, but I didn't hear it, mate. I didn't because both Bader and Zoltan were talking.
Commonly known as Mark.
Yeah, I
look in the
do
chat,
apologise, man,
chat,
because
look how many times
I've listened to Bader's
look in the group chat and then realise what's going on.
talking over other people for ages, and it does tend to piss me off a little bit.
Count the times.
Oh yeah.
So I decided to talk over him.
To a story, and
I don't. Go for it, Victor.
I was quite busy. I was quite good listening. I was quite good listening. I was keeping me busy anyway. What was the topic of the conversation? Swepsio was going to be using his law against you to be able to block you.
No, I was just saying that
you've got.
I was just saying that the CEO of some, the CEO of something like Schweppes or whatever it is, right? Yeah, Coca-Cola company or one of the big, one of the big drinks companies. He's been quoted for saying like water should not be a human right, right? Yeah, but it's a very clever statement because that he knows how the uneducated are going to mirror it and demand, and think that they should have a right to water. But if they get given a right to water as the government, then it can be regulated.
Just having a good time.
And that's a very dangerous area of law to get into. When you have the freedom to go and get water right now, you have the freedom to go and get water right now, and that's basically what that statement is saying.
10 past.
Right, that CEO is very clever. You shouldn't have a human right to water because you already have the freedom of it. Right, yeah?
Exactly.
But, so it's very
trying to legalise something that's already lawful.
Very cleverly worded to have the opposite effect.
Yeah, they're just trying to legalise something that's already lawful in the first place. They're trying to put something from one realm to another.
Something like that.
Well, yeah, you get people in the mindset of following the fashion and keeping that fashion going. That's basically all it's doing.
There's a maximum law. There's a maximum.
I'm finding more and more
law it dictates. There's a maximum law it dictates.
More and more people.
Yeah, listen. There's a maximum law it dictates to constitute an issue. There must be an affirmative and negative. Right, yeah. Now, if there's a load of negatives, right, yeah, going, we want a right to water, human right to water, right, yeah, then the positive has to be established. Yeah, and that's where the government step in and create the positive legislation for the negative people that are saying they want a right to water. But right now, there is no issue because you have the freedom to go and get water wherever you can find it.
Yeah.
But what if someone poisons your water hole? Then what do you got to do?
Yo, Vic, you're going to have to come closer to your mic or speak up, mate.
If someone wants to poison your water hole, and then you've got a water hole that's poisoned, you're going to try and sue them, you get your money back, then what are you going to do with your poisoned water hole?
So when fracking fucks up the water, then what? Yeah. So what are you basically saying, Vic?
Yeah. I mean, what damage is done, isn't it?
What redress do you have?
you might get a bit of cash in your skyrocket, but what was that?
That's not going to buy you water, is it? You can't drink fucking cash.
I mean, like, you know, on survival techniques, innit? I know how to purify water from piss. Right, yeah, with a plastic sheet and a hole in the ground. But regardless of that,
I saw
that. My mind's not lazy. My mind's not lazy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
My mind's
See the
not
black
lazy,
barrel in the
creative.
background there? The black barrel there in the background, that's a nice little collection of water, straight off of that gutter, and it feeds those bathtubs full of fucking food. You know, it's not hard.
If you're dependent on stuff, right, yeah, that the system provides and it fucks up, right, yeah, and you haven't got a backup or contingency plan, then that just says a lot about you. What if your pipes fuck up? What if your water gets polluted? Well, if you haven't got a contingency plan and you haven't got a backup, then you weren't creative enough and you were too dependent on something that obviously was capable of fucking up. Right, yeah? Always arm yourself with knowledge.
I have a bore pump which gets the underground water table. I have the rain reticulation catching in 4 separate tanks on this property. So I'm pretty sussed as far as water is concerned. Like, even if the power goes out, I can hand crank the bore pump and get water. You know, it's all not leaving your options all into one fucking category. You have your options open, so you've got every contingency.
That's fine if you live it in a place where it rains often, or you've got a water table which doesn't stem from 100,000 million miles away at the road and it's flowing to yourself. I mean, if a water table is irradiated, you can't filter a radiated water table off, can you? Not to my knowledge, anyway.
True, but then you can look at what you can use to try and combat some sort of irradiation. You could try like iodine, or you can try your natural remedies or your colloidal silvers and all those sorts of things for your antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, all those sorts of things too. You're not going to be able to go to the chemist and buy something when shit falls over. When shit hits the ground, you're not going to be able to go to the local wherever. So that's why I download TV shows like How to Grow Your Own Drugs. All the natural remedies, so you're not just limited to fuck when the internet goes down, what do? Well, I can just go to my hard drives and my own power system and look up whatever I need. I don't care if the whole fucking thing drops tomorrow, I still have the ability to do that. I might not be able to go on the internet, but I still have everything stored. And that's the thing, people rely on the internet, but when that's gone, if you haven't got it stored somewhere, you're fucked anyway.
Yeah.
That's my. So I've got gigs and terabytes of stuff stored. I don't have an issue. Anything I think that's informative or interesting, I store it. So
Yeah,
you can always
right,
go back.
buddy. It's knowledge that's inside your head that counts at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you can't put too much in there, so it's good to store some in the backups. The cup fills up sometimes and it comes over. Yeah, so I mean, I'm quite lucky. I've got a good memory from when I was from 15 onwards. I've got a really remarkable memory to do things. I don't remember much.
I'm on the other end of the scale. I'm on the other end of the scale.
What was it?
I don't have good memory at all. So your memory's rubbish. I can remember what happened yesterday. I can't remember what happened a week ago. It's just one of them things. Unless it's important.
Yeah. Well, you're supposed to remember everything. It's just the recollection that most people have the difficulty with. Because it's all stored in there somewhere. It's just getting it back. Oh, I gotta love playdates with children. I know they're in there trashing my nicely clean lounge that I spent fucking half the day cleaning today. I should have done it tonight. I'll learn. Don't do the housework. Yeah.
They're going to grow up someday.
Oh, yeah. And then they can look after me. Oh, fucking mate. That's alright. There's enough of them. They can sort it out. Anyway. But, yeah. I'm really curious about this whole fraud thing you were bringing up before, Batter. I want to have a yak to you a bit more about that, but I mean, to me, I've he gave me an order. I'm just trying to invoice him as such, as one man to another. I get that you're saying he was in a professional capacity as a public servant providing a service, and I could be done for fraud because I'm not in that same sort of capacity, if that's what you're meaning, that I wasn't providing a service to him, so I can't charge him for anything, and therefore it would be fraud for me to do so. Is that what you're basically saying?
What I'm saying is, if you enter a de facto and he can enter those facts on the table and you can't, when the law is interpreted, right? Yeah, it's going to come down harshly on you. Whether you get sued for fraud or not is really down to the other individual, right? Yeah, but you're not going to win, right? Yeah, you're not going to win your case. I can tell you that categorically. But that's only because you're in the public. That's only because you're in the public domain.
Okay. Just a minute, please.
So, but are you going to unblock me on these sites or what?
About what?
I think I'm just about to be kicked off because I don't get on with this guy. I can see me getting kicked off very shortly. So it's nice knowing you, guy. If you got any conversations you want to bring up in the near future, or anything you want to talk about now, then go ahead.
What's this regarding?
Well, anything you want to talk about. Life.
No, I didn't get the question.
Anything, but 5 Dinners has muted me as well, apparently.
The only reason why I didn't mention anything and not say anything to you before is because yourself and Badder were talking at the same time, and I'm not sure if you could hear each other, but I could hear you both at the same time. So
I don't like people that are so. We all. I think all of us.
Yeah.
We know our governments are
I've got a few other things I
overbearing.
need to be getting on with anyway. So
We actually know this. We realise that.
Yeah, take care, Vic. I'll catch you on the next one.
There's nobody doing anything about it.
Ma. I'll catch you again some other time.
Which is a sad thing. You know, it's really sad. I don't know where you live. I mean, I live in the UK, in Staffordshire. And I see so many new laws being brought in every fucking day about. I don't know. They're just not giving people their. Like the nurses, they weren't even given 1% pay rise. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they give the MPs like a 20% pay rise. I mean, where the fuck? What? How unjust is that? Who says they're worth 20% and nurses is only? They're not even worth 1%. It's a whole fucking system's wrong, man. It's a whole system. And nobody wants to. Sorry, carry on.
There's no point. What I get with this sort of thing is there's no point moaning about it. I mean, the only thing you can do is do something about it, and it's not by using a vote, and it's not by using the internet. It's by going out there and pulling your finger out your ass and doing something. So, and it's certainly not by a protest either. Although that's another way of pulling your finger out your ass, so to speak. Protesting is just another way of shouting as loud as you can. And I agree with Badder. Badder said it before. There's no point shouting if no one's going to listen to it. So.
That's what I'm saying. I believe in a lot of what Badder says makes sense, but he enjoys actually talking over people. And it's where ego gets in the way.
Changed a little bit over the last few weeks. That, from what I've listened to, anyway. Although
ego
a
gets
lot
in
of
the
people say. Yeah.
I don't want to be a personality. I don't want to be anything, you know. I'm just me at the end of the day. But I don't want to talk over people. If I've got something, any new information, I'll talk to them and explain. But I don't want to I'm not going to mute people. I'm not going to ban people from saying what they want to say. And I don't understand people that want to do that. It makes me think, what's their motive?
No, basically what it is, it's a turn around. If you've got 5 people in the room, who's going to be heard first? That's all it is in these kind of situations. Unfortunately,
have you
we have
to this guy before.
Sorry?
Have you listened to him before?
Well, yeah, I've never. This is the first time I've ever physically engaged in anyone in a conversation online like this. It's something I don't tend to do very often.
So. I would come out and come back into this conversation, but I know damn well I won't get it back in. So he blocks people, and he won't allow people to have their own say. If they disagree with him, that's it.
As far as I'm aware, this isn't his chat session anyway, whatever it's called now.
That's it, buddy. It's not his.
Right, and on this note, I'm going. I've drunk on my beer now, and I'm going to bed. Good night, lads.
No, buddy. Have a good one.
Speak to you guys soon.